Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Trouble brewing.
And now, I want you to meet a most versatile gentleman, a man who has accomplished things.
You bet I have.
And a man who will probably make this the hottest program on the air, our janitor.
I thank you.
Maybe I'm in the wrong studio. Say, fella, what program is this?
General Tire.
Well, here I am. Doesn't that mean anything? Jack Denny is my name.
Pardon me, I didn't get that.
Jack Denny.
What is it again?
Constantine Acropolis.
Oh, Jack Benny. Yes, of course. Whom do you want to see?
I don't want to see anybody. I'm going to be the master of ceremonies on this program.
Well, that's news to me.
News to you. Say, didn't you see that article about me in the paper?
Oh, I seldom read the want ad.
Oh, it looks like going to have plenty of trouble here, too. Well, tell me, Mr. Wilson, what's your racket? I mean, what do you do on this program?
I sell General Tires.
No kidding.
That's good, isn't it? And they're not only skidless, but run on 30 to 40% less.
Hey, wait a minute. Listen, that reminds me, Wilson. You know, you being the announcer, I'd like to have an understanding right now before we go any further.
Well, what's that?
You see, Mr. Wilson, for the past 2 years, I've been having trouble with you announcers. I mean, you always insist on butting in with the advertising.
Oh, you won't have that trouble here, Mr. Benny.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. Of course, I don't mind if you find the right place for it, but don't keep dragging it in every minute.
I'll remember that. But you'll have to admit that the General Tire is absolutely safe.
Yes, but you're not. So keep away from me with that advertising.
Okay.
Say, by the way, Wilson, I'd like to meet some of the people in the company. I mean, as long as I'm going to be here, you know.
Of course. Jack, I want you to meet Mr. Bester, the director of the orchestra.
Oh, glad to know you, Mr. Bester.
The pleasure's all yours.
That's what you think. So your name is Bester, eh? And the first name?
Don.
Don. Well, that's strange. Don. You're Don Bester, and he's Don Wilson. Well,
There's 2 Don and 1 to go.
That's good. Boy, are we hot tonight, and it's only our first program. You seem to have quite an orchestra here, Mr. Bester.
Oh, yes. I've augmented my musical constituents to embellish my symphonic interpretation.
What did he say, Wilson?
Oh, he says he's pretty good.
Well, he doesn't have to use medical terms, Sounded to me as though he read that off of a prescription or something. Say, Bester, you seem to be a college man.
Oh, yes. Carnegie Tech, 28. And you?
Leavenworth 10, 31. We're just a couple of freshmen out on parole, Well, Mr. Bester, how about a number? I'd like to hear the boys.
Certainly. We'll run to a little composition that I wrote entitled Contented.
That's fine. Glad to hear that.
Hello, Mr. Benny.
Oh, hello.
Remember me?
Your face. Don, too?
No, Dan.
Well, that helps a little.
So long, Mr. Benny.
Hey, yonder, wait a minute. It looks like, we're going to be together for quite a few weeks, and I was just wondering if, I happen to be a little short tonight, and I was just wondering if you could let me have 5 until next Friday night. Huh?
Let him see you, Mr. Benny. So long. I gotta go now.
Play, Frank. I mean, Don. Looks like I'm mixed up with a cheap crowd again. That's all.
Mr. Benny, there's a lady at the door that wishes to see you.
Send her in.
Right this way.
Well. Hello, Mary. Well, what are you doing up here? Gee, I'm glad to see you.
Well, I just thought I'd drop in and see how your new program's coming along.
Yeah, it's sweet of you.
I ran up here without having any dinner. Gee, I'm starved. Oh, waiter, will you get me a ham sandwich?
Mary, that's Don Bester.
Oh. Well, what's he wearing that apron for?
That's his dress shirt sticking out,
Well, don't tell him.
No. By the way, now.
Well, I've been around looking for work, and I found a job yesterday as a private secretary. Isn't that swell?
A private secretary? Gee, that's nice work. How'd you get it?
Well, I showed him your recommendation, but I got the job anyway.
You did, huh? Well, that's good. Does the boss like your work?
Does he? At the end of the first day, he put his arm around me and kissed me.
Oh, he did?
Mm-hmm. You think I ought to go back there tomorrow?
No, not if he's that appreciative. I wouldn't know. Say, Mary, I want you to meet Don Bester, our new orchestra leader here. Mr. Bester, this is Miss Livingston.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Oh, my word. Gee, isn't he cute?
Uh-huh.
Hey, Jack, who does he remind you of? Somebody. Now, don't tell me.
I won't.
Doesn't he remind you of, who's that fellow who looks like Bing Crosby?
Forrest Carlo.
Yeah, but that isn't the one.
I give up. Well, Mary, I'm glad you came up, huh?
Oh, who does that fellow look like?
You mean Don Bester?
That's it. He looks just like Don Bester.
That is Don Bester.
Then I was right. I noticed the resemblance right away.
Yeah, now we're getting someplace again.
Oh, Jack, you should have been over at our house last night. We had the swellest party.
Yeah, I wish I'd have known it, Mary.
Everybody was there. Gee, what a blowout.
But when you use the General tire, you will have no blowout because it is soft, flexible.
There it goes, Mary. There it goes. See, I'm going to have that same trouble here.
Oh, who's that tall, handsome fella? Introduce me, Jack.
Yeah. Wilson, this is Mary Livingston.
Hello, Mary.
Hello. Gee, Jack, who does he remind you of?
I don't know, Mary. George Bernard Gandy or somebody. You better run along now.
All right. Oh, Jack, I knew I had something to tell you.
What?
I met Frank Parker today. He opened up a music store on 8th Avenue.
That's nice. How's he doing?
Oh, terrible. He just can't seem to get started.
Oh, that's too bad.
I'll tell you. Let's go over and see him. I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
I haven't got the time now, Mary. You know, it's a
but
program.
Jack, it's only 2 blocks from here. Come on.
Oh,
He'll be so happy to see
But,
us.
Mary, I'm busy right now, you know.
Well, there's nothing doing around here anyway.
Oh, all right. Let's go then. Play, Frank. I mean, Don. See, I'm all mixed up on this. Here you are, driver.
Oh, this is the place, Jack.
You never know it was a music store. Why doesn't Frank put a sign out or something? Well, Mary, let's go in and see him, huh? Hello, Parker.
How are you, Jack? Oh, hello, Mary.
Hello, Frank.
Nice little place you got here. How's business?
Boy,
I see. Aren't you making any money?
no. Last week I lost $100 and the week before $200.
Well, why don't you close up this week and break even?
That's a good idea, Mary. Hey, Mary, who does he remind you of?
Frank Parker.
That's marvelous. That a girl. You know, Frank, I know what's the matter with this place. It's a music store, all right, but nobody knows it. You got to have a little noise around here, a little excitement. I'll show you what I mean. Mary, you go over to that piano. See, we'll help him out. Frank, give me that fiddle.
Here you are.
It's a Stradivarius. You mind if I use it?
No, go right ahead. It's an old one anyway.
Oh, well, that's the trouble. You ought to get some new stock in here, you know. Come on, Mary, play something. Let's get a little
Okay,
excitement. Go ahead. That's it. We get a little thing going. Start up this music store. Hey, wait a minute, fellas. You see, here comes a customer already. Good evening, madam. What can I do for you?
I'd like a copy of Going to Heaven on a Mule from Wonderbar.
Going to Heaven on a Mule.
Yes.
I'm sorry, we're all out of that. Any other place you'd like to go?
No.
Well, madam, we won't coax you, you know. Anything else?
Let me see. Give me a copy of Your Time is My Time.
Yes, ma'am. Here it is right here. Your time is my time.
How much is it?
$3.
$3? What for?
$1 for your time and $2 for my time. You see, my time is very valuable.
Oh, here comes another customer.
Go ahead, Frank. See what you can do.
How do you do, sir? What do you wish?
Brother, can you spare a dime?
Yes, sir. Here's the copy.
I'd sooner have the cash.
Oh, all right. Here you are.
Thanks.
Well, what do I do now, Jack?
Go stick your head in that French horn and don't come out. A fine businessman. Mary, get behind the counter while I check up on the stock.
Okay, Jack.
And don't forget, everybody buys something. If you haven't got what they want, show them something just as good. You understand?
Sure, if somebody wants St. Louis Blues and we haven't got it, I'll give them the Cincinnati Reds.
Mary, what's the matter with you? Mary, that's a baseball team.
That's what they think.
All right, get to work. Remember, the customer is always wrong, and no money will be cheerfully refunded.
I get it. How do you do? What do you wish, madam? Alice Blue Gown. Yes, ma'am. What size? I want plain Alice Blue Gown. I understand, but do you want it for just around the house or for evening wear?
Mary.
No, I want the song. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Oh, I see. Jack,
Yes, Mary.
have we got da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum?
Wait, I'll see. No, but we've got da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum.
How about that, madam? No, I want da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. But we haven't got da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum.
No, ma'am, you see, all we have is da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum, you see?
I don't care. I want
All right. We'll order a copy for you. Good day, lady.
Good day, and this is the last time I'll ever come in here. Hey, Jack, who does she remind you of?
I don't care, and don't bother me.
Oh, the cash register. Did you make a sale, Mary?
No, I'm just taking $1 out for lunch.
Well, Parker, it's better than playing the horses, you know. Good evening, madam.
How'd you do?
Hmm.
Have you just accepted Lucia?
No, we have the quartet from Duck Street.
I don't think I'd care for that. What kind of moon songs have you?
Moon songs? Just a moment. Oh, Miss Livingweather.
Yes, Mr. Bennington.
What kind of moon songs have we?
Shine on harvest moon, underneath the hollow moon, and I hate to see the evening sun go down.
There you are, madam. Which one would you like?
The last one strikes me. How does it go?
Goes like this. I hate to see that evening sun go down.
Never mind. I'll take a can of tomatoes.
Yes, ma'am. What tea, huh? What tea, madam?
Oh, say, I just thought of something. I want to hear Orchids in the Moonlight.
Yes, ma'am. We'll have one of our regular men sing it for you.
I wish you would.
Mr. Parkerton. Oh, Mr. Parkerton.
Yes, Mug.
Try and help a fella. Will you sing Orchids in the Moonlight?
I'd be glad to. What's that, another sale?
No, I have to go out to lunch, too. Sing, Frank. That was Orchids in the Moonlight, sung by Frank Parker. Well, madam, can I send you a copy?
No, I'll take Frank Parker. Wrap him up.
Very good. Goodbye, madam. So long, Parker. Oh, Miss Livingsmore.
Yes, Mr. Benningworth.
We'll have to bolster up our instrument trade. What are we getting for pianos?
$4.
We'll cut them to 3.5. We have too much stock as it is. Oh, another customer. Looks like John Bester.
Who does he remind you
Quiet,
of?
will you? Yes, sir?
I'm an orchestra. I'd like to see a baton.
Oh, you mean that stick you lead the orchestra with?
Yes.
Well, here you are, sir. Here's one. This is guaranteed to lead 25 men and to keep strict tempo.
I don't like to look at that stick.
That's all right. The orchestra boys never look at it anyway. You know, it's not...
All right, I'll take it. By the way, I want some sheet music, too.
Okay.
I'd like to get a copy of Chimney Exhaust Finds Its Way into Your Optic.
You mean smoke gets in your eyes?
Yes. If you want to be vulgar.
Repeat that line. It's a good laugh. I want to hear it. Go ahead, Frank.
I say yes if you want to be vulgar.
Is that good? I think that's cute. Here you are, sir. That'll be $1.30. $1 for the stick and 30 cents for the music.
Here you are. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
How do you do? How do you do?
Anything for you, sir?
I'd like to buy a musical instrument.
Yes. What kind?
A microphone.
Funny, we have one right here. In fact, the only thing we have left in stock.
Do you mind if I try it out?
No. Go right ahead.
When
There
you're
you are.
thinking of buying tires, go to the general tire dealer and ask for a blowout-proof tire with a new silent safety
I
tread.
knew it.
But if you well, the safety is impossible.
Jack, what does he remind you of?
The product, Mary. He'll remind us of it every week. Well, Mary, guess you might as well close up for the day. What do you say, Parker?
Okay, Jack.
What's that, Parker? A sale?
No, we might as well all go to lunch.
Attaboy.
Attaboy.
Let's go. Let's go. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Play, Frank. I mean, Doc. This is the last number of the first program in the new General Tire series. Well, folks, I hope you all enjoyed our half hour and be with you again at the same time next Friday night. Oh, Don. Too many Dons on this program. Good night, folks.
This is the National Broadcasting Company.
Hey, listen, what are we talking about anyway? I don't know. Let's start over again. Hello, fellas. Have I got lady? Oh, hello, Parker. Hey, we were just talking about our hometown. Where are you from? Missouri. I know, Parker, but there's so many Missouris. I mean, which state? Springfield. Oh, you must be a neighbor of Wilson.
Hello, you guys.
Oh, hello, Mary. Your name is Wilson. You remember Mr. Wilson when you met him here last week.
Oh, yes. Say, Jimmy, who does he remind you of?
Lincoln. That's what he thinks anyway, you know. Hey, Mary, what's the matter with you? You look kind of worried tonight.
Well, I am worried. This is Friday the 13th.
Well, don't let that worry you. Right, anything happen to you today?
Did it? I found a $20 bill. Is that hard luck?
Yeah, for the guy that lost it. Yeah.
Well, that's a load off my mind.
Yes, yes.
Oh, hello, Posse.
Hello, Mary.
Oh, say, Posse, you were playing at the Piano Theater this week.
Yeah, I saw it the other day. Did you see me, Mary?
No, I went to the flea circus.
The flea circus. That certainly is a fine compliment to Frank Parker.
Oh, well, Jack, it's a little thing in life that counts.
Yeah, I still think it's an insult to Parker. After all, a flea can't sing.
Well, what of it?
Well, this one can. I finally got that one over tonight. I need it to us myself, you know, once in a while. By the way, Mary, where have you been all week? I haven't seen you around.
Oh, I went out of town to visit my relatives and had the grandest time.
Yeah, where do they live?
Springfield.
Listen, Mary, we've been having a lot of trouble here with Springfield. Which Springfield do you mean?
Ohio, Jack. How about you live there?
No, I didn't know your relatives lived in Springfield. In Ohio?
And you know, Jack, the funniest thing happened. I got on a bus marked Springfield, and when I got there, it was Springfield, Massachusetts.
Springfield, Massachusetts, and what happened?
Well, I spent a whole week with some people there before I found out they weren't my relatives.
Hey, Don. Am I glad to get out of Springfield? Ah, folks, you should see how Don lives in front of that orchestra, all dolled up in a full dress suit with chains to match. Then he's swell and he looks not unlike Raymond Navarro. Then again, he looks not like Raymond Navarro. In fact, let's forget Navarro and think of Frank Buck. Well, the only difference is Frank Buck brings him back alive and Dexter makes him walk back, you know.
But you must have really sweet, Jack.
All right, Steve, but who's better looking, Mary? Dexter or I?
You are.
Thanks.
So you can imagine how Dexter looks.
Fine. All right, but he's a nice kid at that, I mean, you know. Well, Don, now just call me Mr. Dexter. No need of formality, you know. Oh, sure, that's good, you know. You can call me Mr. Denny from now on. After all, we're not strangers. I'd rather have it that way. Informality breeds contemptuous reactions, of which there is nothing more formidable. Yes, I heartily agree, yes, I agree.
What did you say, Jack?
I don't know, Mary, I'm having my own troubles, you know. Did you hear those words you used, Mary?
Well, Jack, why don't you retaliate in the vernacular as you tell it Dexter?
Oh, you too, eh? Did you hear that, Parker?
Oh, Constantinople.
Constantinople?
Yes, that's the only big word I know.
That's fine. 9,000 programs on the air. I had to get mixed up with this one. See, Dexter, I mean, see what you started? Well, if you're only receptive to the jargon, but proletariat, then my discourse is extreme. I mean, the that was Il Trovatore by John Dexter without his orchestra. Well, Don, I guess I won't talk much to you. Not to you, too. No.
Jack, who did you remind you of?
Dexter, I think. Oh, Jack. Yes, Wilson. It is now imperative that I orally eulogize our product. Oh, yeah? The General Silent Safety Thread adds the final factor of security to the blowout-proof tire, and the patented low-pressure construction provides luxurious comfort. I thank you. And I can see that I won't talk much to you either. Well, the squirrel's got a word for it. Now, wait a minute. This thing is going far enough. Mary, take a letter.
Yes, Jack.
I've had enough trouble around here. Take a letter to Bill O'Neill, President General Tire and Rubber Company, Akron, Ohio. Dear Bill, my constituents are conspicuously conspiring to cause verbal consternation by employing multi-syllabic conglomerations in this studio.
Jack, how do you spell studio?
Never mind, Mary. Tear it up. The only one I can talk to around here is Parker. What are you going to say tonight, Frank?
They're rendition characteristic of my former vocal endeavors.
You hear that, Dexter? We had a real American program before you got on it.
Now, Jack, don't be angry. I'll try and be a bit more careful with my vocabulary.
I wish you would. I mean, after all, we're going to be together for quite a while.
Yes, I realize that. And by the way, I'd like to have you come out to the house tonight for a little friendly gathering. And bring the gang over.
Well, Don, sure, I'll be glad to.
Did you play too?
Yes, quite often. I played last night.
How did you do?
I broke 5 stories and got a birdie in diamonds.
No, that's just a good time.
You can look now. You can look now. All right, so you know what I mean. When do you want us to come over, Don? How about right now? All right, Don, we couldn't go over now. We'll stay here and finish this show for the boys. They know what to play. Okay, Don, come along, Mary. Sing, Frank. Come on. And it was Frank Parker singing The Touch of Your Hand from Roberta. Jack Benny, Mary, and Don Bester have all gone over to the Bester home for a jolly evening. Parker and I will join them later. We'll be there shortly. It's a nice car you have, Don.
What kind of a car is it, Jack?
Mary, what's the difference? The tires that count, you know.
I know, but the car runs so smoothly I can't even hear it.
That's because it has the General Blowout Proof tires with a silent safety press. Sure, but turn off that radio. How much further do we go, Don? Oh, about 5 miles. I have a country home. So let's make it a city home. You know, after all, it's only a half-hour program. This is your house, isn't it? Well, all right.
My, what a pretty place. What floor is it on?
I live in the penthouse. We'll take the elevator. No, we'll walk up one flight. And here we are. Come right in.
Good evening. Glad you're pleased to come in.
Oh, how do you do, Mrs. Dexter? That's the name. Oh, pardon me. It's Sarge here, you know.
Hello, dear. Oh, maybe I'll please.
Yes, darling. Oh, Jack, this is my wife, Donita. Oh, Donita, I say. Glad to know you, Mrs. Dexter.
How do you do? Won't you come in? What does she remind you of, Jack?
Quiet, Mary. Nice apartment you have here, Mrs. Dexter.
I'm glad you like it. You have 7 rooms and 7 baths. This is a no closet.
What, no bath? Imagine a closet without a bath, huh? Jack, I want you to meet my son. I see he hasn't a bath either. How are you, Julian?
Private. And you, sir?
Fine, my, what a nice young man. What's that book you have there?
I'm reading the psychoanalysis of stratospheric phenomena.
Oh, yeah? Well, what's Frank Merrill's picture doing on the cover?
I want a pink top.
Oh. Is your name Don, too?
No, Donald.
Donald. I should have known that. Pardon me a moment, folks, while I change my clothes.
Oh, Jack, look at that cute little dog.
Oh, isn't it that darling? Here, doggy. So there you see, you. What's the dog's name?
Ding dong dong.
Come on, Mary, let's go home, will you?
Oh, do come into the living room, folks. You know some blues. Oh, yes, I love it.
Nothing I like better than a good game of blues.
Oh, that's fine. One of the one makes me sandwiches. Oh, we play a couple of blues and then have supper. Oh, Butler. Butler. Son, will you call the butler? Hey! Nicholas Murray!
Yes, Peter, did you call me? Oh, that's the butler. I'm glad his name isn't Brown, anyway.
Jack, who does that butler remind you of?
Frank Parker. I knew he had a sideline.
Isn't it? Bring in a big table and take orders for supper.
Very well, ma'am.
Oh, Jack, look at that pretty parrot.
Where?
Right over there in the corner.
Oh, isn't that a beautiful bird?
Yes, you got us for some time.
Pretty Polly, pretty Polly. We're short of actors, folks, you know.
Polly wants a cracker?
I'm coming on some pasta.
Martha? Martha, where'd you get that bird?
Hey, somebody's going there.
Oh, I see it.
Let's set it here, Nicholas.
Well, come on, folks. All set to play? Ready? Before we start, I want to tune in the radio and hear how my boys are doing. Yeah, we might as well find out how our old program is getting on, huh? And now I'd like to say a few words regarding the General Blowout Proof tire. It is not only a safer tire, but its outstanding beauty has that's enough, Don. Turn that radio off with it. Well, let's cut the partners. Okay. Mary, look at you see the score. Well, it looks like you and I are partners. Mary, do you play good bridge?
Do I? Did you ever hear Mrs. Culbertson?
Yes.
Well, we both wear the same style hat.
Well, that ought to help your game, yes. It's my deal. Now, there isn't anything I like as a group. I don't know, it makes you concentrate, keep your mind on what you're doing. Well, did I make a new deal? Wait a minute, hold your cards. How many cards have you, Mrs. Dexter?
I have 10.
And you, Mary?
16.
Well, that's right. I thought I made a mistake there for a moment. Let's see, it's my bid. 9, 2, 3. I pass.
You pay? I pay. I double it.
Mary, you can't double it unless you just let her pass. Have you got anything?
Yes, Jack. I have a lot of cards with a cute little red spots on them.
Yeah, well, then you know what to do.
Sure. 3 clubs.
Oh. I double 3 clubs. Just a moment, folks. Pardon me now for helping her out. I know it's not etiquette to talk us off the table, but, you know. Mary, why did you get 3 clubs and have a handful of hearts and diamonds?
Well, that's what I look into what I have.
But Mary, you're good, Jack. I double 3 clubs. Well, let me see. Mr. Dexter, have you any dice?
No.
Well, then 3 hearts.
3 hearts? Okay. I double 3 hearts.
Mary, I mean, why did you double it? I gave her 3 hearts.
Well, I have so many hearts, I don't see how you can make it.
But I'm your partner, Mary.
Oh, well, didn't you tell me? I thought it was every man for himself.
Oh, all right.
Come on, let's play cards.
Yes, please. Oh, wait a minute. I made a mistake. I've got mostly diamonds.
Oh, now you've got diamonds. All right, then take me out.
Okay, 4 diamonds.
I pass. Let me see. I pass.
I double 4 diamonds. I think you're right. 2 clubs.
Now we're getting someplace.
For heaven's sake, you know something.
Just a minute. One spade. We're all mixed up.
Pass.
I got you out that time, Mary. Oh, somebody kicked me.
Wasn't me.
Gonna try and company with us tonight. You're playing, Mrs. Dexter.
Well, your cards down here, you're the double. You're not so hot to swell.
All right, Mary. You play the hand. I'll be the dummy. Wait a minute, Jack. You have to play the hand. Mary, put diamond. I know, but you didn't spade.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Out.
Let her play it, will you?
Oh, wait a minute, sir. What are you playing for?
Oh, how about 5 cents a point to settle for a quarter of a cent? Okay with me. 7 of diamonds.
Jack, put those 6 diamonds on there for me.
Okay.
Good. I'll play the jack. And I'll put the tray on.
The tray? Mary, haven't you got a higher diamond?
Yes, the queen, king, and ace.
Well, why don't you play one of them?
Oh, I thought I'd finish.
That's fine. The last player and she finesses. Well, it's your trick, Mrs. Dexter. Looks like that's your trick, Don. Another trick for you, Mrs. Dexter. You got that one, too.
Well, might as well throw you this hand. You've got the ball.
You're telling us. How did I come to lose that ace of trump? Nice people we're playing with.
How are we doing, Jack?
We're down 6.
Oh, is that you?
Yeah. Let me see. What honors did you have, Mary?
I had the 3 and 4 spades in Little Casino.
How about the easy aces?
I called Jen, but she couldn't come.
Oh, your deal, Mrs. Dexter.
Oh, Nicholas. Let's see what the suckers we have here.
Now, Mary, watch yourself this time. When you try and play right, be sure you have at least 2.5 tricks in your bid. Of course, folks, you know, it isn't the money, you know. It's your bid, Mrs. Dexter.
Now, let me see. I did 1 diamond. 1 diamond. I pass.
I pass. 2 clubs.
Pardon me, ma'am. But can I take you all for supper now?
Wait. Well, what did you folks like me?
Well, I don't care anything.
Well, now, let me see. I think I have a 2 spades. I double it.
I pass. Nicholas, I'll have 2 A's.
3 spades. 3 no trumps.
How do you want them?
On toast.
Now we're all mixed up. I mean, let's either play bridge or eat, will you?
That's a good idea. Let's eat. Oh, that reminds me. You have some cold chicken in the ice box. You can care for that.
Hey, that strikes me. I'll take a leg.
I'll take the other leg.
That's 2 legs we get, so we win the rubber.
And speaking of rubber, remember the General Tire is blowout proof and will not skid even on Friday the 13th. So go to your General Tire dealer and give yourself and your car a real treat.
I double it. Me too.
I know. Play down. Fine game this is.
This is the last number of the second program in the new General Tire series. I hope all you good players have learned a few new points about the game. Well, good night, Doc. Good night, Mr. Becker.
Good night. What is it? Well, good night, Coach. We had a lovely time.
Come on, Mary. I thought you told me you knew something about bridge.
I do. I used to play bridge in Hollywood.
In Hollywood?
Sure, I used to double for Norma Shear and
I know. I used to read double for Clark Gable.
In the park?
Yes, good night, folks.
Hello again, Jackie. How's that, Wilson? That was John Woodham, folks, the fellow that tires you. Get it? Pretty comedy for you tonight. You want to hear it?
Sure, go ahead.
It's really good. I mean, it's great. But stop me if you've heard it. All right. This is a piece. I saved this for tonight. A woman got on a Fifth Avenue bus. Stop. Oh, you heard that, eh?
Heard it. I was with the woman.
Oh, well. I'll try another. A man was walking through the woods when out of a tree came a skunk. So the man stopped. Oh, you were with the skunk, too, isn't it?
No, Jack, but I've heard all those stories so often.
All right, then I'll try another one. You can't discourage me. Now, here's a true story. There were two Scotchmen and a radio announcer sitting in a cafe. Neither of the Scotchmen would buy a drink, so it was a dull evening.
Well,
That's the finish of the story.
I don't quite get it. You say that there were two Scotchmen
And a radio announcer.
sitting in a cafe, and neither of the Scotchmen would buy a drink.
Yes, so it was a dull evening.
Oh, I'm just beginning to get it.
Take your time, Don. Take your time. Wait a minute. Hey, listen, wait a minute. What are you laughing at?
Scotchmen are funny.
They sure are.
By the way, I've got a story for you. If you stop me, don't hear it.
You mean if you heard it, stop me?
Yeah,
I see. Go ahead with the story.
An Airedale, a master of ceremonies, and two other dogs were out walking.
All right, Wilson, all right. I guess we're about even.
Pardon me, gentlemen.
Oh, hello, Becker.
I just overheard you boys exchanging yarns.
Uh-huh.
Do you mind if I relate an anecdote?
What did he say, Wilson?
Well, he said he'd like to tell a story.
Okay, Becker, but I wish we had an interpreter here. What's the story?
Retard me if you've heard it.
Retard you. I'll make it tacit. Don't worry, huh?
Well, there was a touring merchandise salesman,
Uh-huh.
a man who plows the earth, and his female offspring.
You mean a traveling salesman, a farmer, and his daughter?
Yes, if you want to be crude.
Oh, Brazilian fruit to you. A traveling merchandise salesman. What else?
What's the matter, Jack? Having trouble again?
Yes, Mary, it's John Bessie. He insists upon speaking English on this program, and I won't have it. You ever hear such big words?
Well, I know big words, too.
What?
Here's one. Antiquarianism.
Antiquarianism? What does it mean?
I don't know, but look at the size of it.
Oh, and Mary, do you know any anecdotes like
Any
that?
what?
An anecdote.
Yes. We have an anecdote at our house.
And he has no nose. I know. I know that one.
Lay off my lines, you little thief.
Boy, what a program this is.
Well, I don't like stories anyway. I like jokes. Want to hear one that came out of my own head?
No.
All right. Why is May West like an ocean dinner?
I don't know. Why is May West like an ocean dinner?
They both come up and see you sometimes.
Oh, is that good? That's awfully good, yeah.
I got millions of them.
Yeah, well, treat the others. Treat the others there. Wilson, that's your cue. Hurry up. What?
Do you call those jokes? Listen to this one. What's the difference between the General Tire and other tires?
I don't know. What's the difference?
Mary, don't ask him that. Don't ask him that.
It's too late now, Jack.
The General Tire has the safety tread, is noiseless and blowout proof.
Yes, yes.
While the General Tire is blowout proof, noiseless. Now, introducing that sculptor, painter, and chiseler, Mr. Jack Benny.
Hello again. This is Jack Benny chiseling. Or talking. And, say, listen, Wilson, let's get a couple of things straightened out. I don't like those introductions you keep giving me.
No, you don't.
No, I mean, I didn't like that word chiseler. No. Give me that dictionary a minute. Let me see. Chiseler. Here it is, Chiseler. A parasite. A person with no morals. Oh, well, that's all right, Wilson. I thought you were accusing me of carving statues. You know, I guess it Well, you know, Wilson, you and I have been together 5 weeks now, and I can't tell who's the comedian on this program. No, really, I'm afraid this show isn't big enough for both of us.
That's what I think, Jack. Where do you want your mail sent?
I got him that time, folks, did I? Oh, yes, sir. At that, I like you, Don, even though you wouldn't give a dime to see Venus de Milo play piano.
Oh, I didn't know she played. But don't get me wrong, Jack. You know, I paid the taxi fare over tonight. The meter was 60 cents, and I paid it.
Hey, what are you thinking about? A good meter is worth 60 cents, you know.
And by the way, Jack, before I forget it, thanks for those 2 classes you got me for Central Park.
Oh, don't mention it, Don. Really, you know, anytime you want to walk down Fifth Avenue, let me know. I can fix it, you know. Say, by the way, Wilson, what nationality are you anyway?
Well, my mother was Irish and my father Scotch.
Oh, you have Scotch and Irish blood, huh? Oh, now I remember when we went to dinner together the other night. Your Irish blood wanted to pick up the check, and your Scotch blood interfered. I remember that.
Hello, fellas.
Oh, hello, Mary. You look tired. Where have you been?
Well, I just came from the dance. I danced 4 hours, and I hate it.
I thought you liked dancing.
No. All it is a lot of hugging with music.
Well, Mary, didn't you enjoy yourself?
No, you know how I hate music.
Oh, yes. I can imagine. Hey, I went to a dance last night myself. You know, one of those places. You know, there's 10 cents a dance. And...
How much did you make?
No, Mary, listen. Wait a minute. The girl gets the 10 cents. See?
Oh.
So what's your favorite dance, Mary?
Well, I like waltzes, foxtrots, chocolate, vanilla, and raspberry.
The last one is a nice dance. Yeah, that's...
Hello, Bester. Did I sing my song yet?
No, Parker.
Well, then I'll wait around.
Oh, hello, Frank. What are you doing here so soon?
I just came from a dance.
Well, that fits our routine of talk. Yes. What kind of a dance?
It's 10 cents a dance, but it only cost me a nickel.
Why?
I got rheumatism in one leg.
Gee, I don't get the point. Isn't that funny?
Very funny, Mary.
Say, Jack.
Yeah?
I gather from your conversation that you were discussing striptease.
That's Don Bester again, folks. You know, Don is an orchestra leader. You should know all the dances. What are the latest dances?
Well, I should say that the Chin Chan Chimney and the Uptown Lowdown.
Oh.
I like the tapioca better. Dum dum, da da da, tapioca.
Tapioca?
Yes, it's a great dance. It makes swell pudding, too.
Oh.
She reads karaoke.
Have it your own way, you little cut-up.
Say, Wilson. Wilson, listen, do you ever dance?
Oh, occasionally.
Well, Don, then, Mary, you ask him what his favorite dance is. I haven't got the heart. Go ahead.
Well, what's your favorite dance, Kurt?
The General Fire glides with an unskid movement of the silent safety press.
How's the air go?
It runs on 40% less air than any other tire and gives your car a perfect rhythm.
Paging Jack Benny, paging Jack Benny.
Here I am. Play, Don. That was karaoke from the motion picture Flying Down a Reel, played by Don Bester and his blowout-proof appearance. Oh, boy, am I hot tonight.
Well, here's a telegram, 85 cents select. That'll cool you off.
Who can that be from? Well, it's my old friend Sam Friedman in Louisville, Kentucky. Here's what he says. Big crowd here for Kentucky Derby. Hotels all filled. What a mob. They came by plane, railroad, and thousands rolled in by, what's this, Wilson? I can't make it out.
Let's see, Jack. General Tires, I think.
That was my fault, folks.
What's that telegram all about, Jack?
Well, it's my old friend, Sam. You know, the fellow that gives me a tip every year on the Derby. He's right on the ground, you know. Get this. He says, I've been watching the workouts, and I don't see how Cavalcade can lose. However, Matahari will take all the honors if Sir Thomas doesn't beat him. And I wouldn't be a bit surprised if Sergeant Byrne wins the race. How's that for a tip, fellas? Huh? He also says that Agrarian, Speedmore, and Singing Wood might upset the dope. And there's a horse called Bazaar that also has 4 legs. Don't forget to play these horses if they can't lose. Your pal, Sam. Well, we can't go wrong, fellas. They gave me so many good horses, I don't know which to play. Say, Bester, who do you like in the Derby?
Well, I like Cavalcade.
Why, Don?
Well, I saw the picture. It's very good.
Well, that's that's a good hunch. Are you going to bet on them?
Who's riding?
Noel Coward.
A great jockey.
Yes, he is. He also rode Design for Living, you know. Mary, who do you like in the Derby?
John Becker. I think he looks cute in the Derby.
Mary, when will you stop telling old jokes?
When John Becker stopped wearing old derbies.
Oh.
Look at that hat he's got on now.
Well, he doesn't always wear it, Mary. He's just breaking it in for his trombone, you know. Hey, Parker, who do you like in the Derby?
I like singing Woods.
You singers certainly stick together, don't you?
Say, Jack, what all those horses get their names?
Well, Mary, the Cavalcade is named after a picture, you see, so isn't that a Harry? And Sergeant Byrne is named after a police sergeant. And Bazaar, well, you know what a bazaar is.
Sure, every woman wears one.
Well, that's where they get their names.
What about that telegram, Jack? Aren't you going to make it that?
Hey, I haven't missed a Derby yet. Give me that phone. Hello? Hello, operator. Give me circle 79970.
Oh?
Hello, is this you, Tom?
Yeah.
This is Jack Benny. I want to place a bet on the Derby.
What do you want?
$2 on Cavalcade.
To win or free?
To show.
Okay.
Oh, well, Steve Brody took a chance, you know.
Say, Jack, I'd like to take half of your bet.
Okay, Bessie, you can take half. That makes it $1 apiece.
Say, can I get another two, Jack?
Sure, Parker, you can have half of mine. That'll be 50 cents apiece.
Brother, can you share a dime of that bet?
Okay, Mary.
Say, Jack, where'd you make that bet?
Circle 79970.
Give me that phone.
Hey, Buster, he must have a tip on something.
I think so. Hello, operator. Give me circle 79970. Right. Hello, is this you, Tom?
Yes.
This is Don Wilson. General Tire, straight, place, and show.
Okay.
Who's riding?
Oh, it's not automobile.
Okay, Tom. Goodbye.
Hey, listen, I hope your jockey is non-scared. Well, we all made our bet singing Frank Parker will sing Cocktails to Two from the motion picture Murder of the Vanities. Play, Matter Harry. Don.
Say, Jack, what are you so nervous about? What's the matter with you?
Well, you know I got 40 cents on Cavalcade. Let's see that racing form, will you? And now, ladies and gentlemen, last week, if you remember, we started our new series of plays with that stirring melodrama, The Lure of the City. And the following day, the Daily News gave us 1 2/5 stars, which is equivalent to 138 in golf. And, and here is what Damon Runyon said about our last play. Quote, the Yanks, with Ruth in the lineup and Crosetti at short, should be on top at the end of the season. And here's what Admiral Bert said about our play. Quote, I set to remain at the South Pole another year, and it is quite cold today. Regards to my friends. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we have many more of these testimonials too numerous to read. So tonight, by popular demand, we are staging that immortal melodrama, The Hills of Old Kentucky, or Indiana, or for that matter, any place where there's a hill, because, after all, a hill's a hill, you know. We have the original all-star cast here tonight who first appeared in this play at the Old Bijou Theater. Many of you old-timers will remember how, after the first performance, this cast was hit over the head with the Pulitzer Prize. And we also recall the plot of this drama, how the Diddleberries carried on a 100-year-old feud with the Van Swift. This went on for years and years, and whenever a Diddleberry crossed the path of a Van Swift, or vice versa, another notch was added to the gun of vice versa. Incidentally, folks, I played the part of Old Man Van Swift. Mary will play my daughter Elvira, and Don Wilson, who's quite a big fellow, will play one of the hills.
Yeah, maybe you can get Edmund P. Hill to play it.
Well, the more hills, the merrier. Let's get ready, John. And now for our dramatic offering, The Hills of Old Kentucky, or Indiana, or any place. Curtain. Music, John. He came rolling down, he came rolling down, he came rolling down the mountain. And did she slip? She didn't, 'cause her tires were not skidding. And that's the general idea.
Gee, Pappy, that was awful. Besides, I'm tired of living in these here hills. I don't see why we can't move to Louisville or Paris.
Paris, Lamp?
No, Paris, Kentucky.
Oh.
When are we moving out of here, Pappy?
Someday, Elvira, but not until the last of them diddleberries are gone.
Well, all I can say is these hills are pretty terrible for French Hill, too.
So we can't leave Elvira, not until those diddleberries are wiped out.
Gee, Pappy, what did they all do to us?
Not blackface, Mary, hillbilly.
Gee, Pappy, what did they do to us?
A long, long story. Much before your time, Doctor. It was way back in 1830 when the first Diddleberry family moved to these parts and annoyed Weon.
What?
Weon. The Lamp and Swift were here first, headed by your great-great-grandpappy, old Lemuel Van Swift. Well, one day old Lem caught High Diddleberry cheating at solitaire. And that was the beginning of the feud. And it's been going on ever since. There are only 5 of us left and 2 of them, so you can see it's pretty even. And I ain't going to leave here till every Diddleberry is buried.
I reckon that's a pretty long time to carry a grudge, 100 years.
Shucks, Elvira, that ain't nothing. We hate people up here in these hills for no reason at all. It's just a racket.
Well, Pappy, I reckon I'm going to sit down the village now and see a picture picture.
Yeah, what picture is showing down there this week?
Frankie's ex-bushman.
Well, it's about time they gave us some of that new stuff.
Well, you better be careful, Pappy, while I'm gone, or the Diddleberries will get you.
They better be careful. Goodbye, Elvira.
Goodbye, Pappy, and don't take any lead bullets.
She came rolling down the mountain. She came rolling down the mountain. Huzzah!
It's me, Lamb.
Come on in. Well, if it ain't Zeke Fester. What are you doing here, Zeke?
I'm a Mountain William, too.
A Mountain William? You mean a hillbilly, don't you, son?
Yeah, if you want to use slang.
You oughtn't to wear boots with that full-dress suit, Zeke.
Well, I didn't know I was coming here.
Say, Zeke, you never met my old woman, have you?
No.
Well, I want you to meet her. Hey, Annie wants you to meet Zeke Fester.
Glad to know you, and don't expect anything to eat, because you won't get anything.
I don't want anything to eat.
Well, you look hungry.
Don't mind her, Zeke. She's always a clowning.
Get up. Happy. Oh, happy.
What's the matter, Elvira?
I was coming up the hill on one of them Diddleberry shopping.
What did he say, gal?
He said you wasn't fit to sleep with your pigs.
He did, eh? And what did you tell him?
I told him you can sleep with pigs all your life and not one of them complains.
And he wouldn't believe you, eh? Give him our rifle. I'll show him what a Diddleberry can insult a Van Swift.
Oh, Pappy, don't dare meaner than stomach.
And trickier.
Yes, Pappy, and they'll let know you are.
Not for me, Out of my way, Elvira. There they are now, sitting on their porch, the rats. Take that, you skunk. Quick away from that window, gal. They might return it. They did. Elvira, hop on that old mare. Ride into town, get the rest of us Van Swift.
Yes, Pappy?
The horse is going already. Catch the next one into town. Wait a minute, drummer. Give her a chance to get on the horse. Okay.
Goodbye, Pappy.
It's a fine way to advertise General Tires. Here, Zeke, you guard that window. Wherever you see a Diddleberry fire.
Yeah, Lamb.
Well, it was an old hat anyway. Must be Elvira coming back with the boy.
Here they are, Pappy. Luke, Clem, and Jim.
Where's Clem?
He joined the Diddleberries.
You must be paying him more money. Come on in, boy. Hi, Lem. What's all the ruckus going around here?
What's the matter, Lamb?
Feud is on again, boys. There are 5 of us Van Swift here, and we can whip them. But we gotta stick together.
Right, Lamb.
Want something to eat before you start fighting?
Yeah, we'll start.
Hey, Annie, fry 5 eggs.
5 eggs coming up.
Make that 4 eggs, Annie. Well, there are only 4 of us Van Swift left, and we've got to stick together. Watch that window, Clem. Luke, you guard that door. And if you want me, I'll be in Kansas City. 3 eggs, Andy. Well, there's 3 of us left, and we've got to stick together.
How do you want those eggs?
On toast. Make it 2. All right, Clem. You and I are left all alone now, and we gotta stick together.
You said it, Pappy.
Well, it looks as though I'll have to eat alone.
Oh, they got me, Pappy. They got me.
So long, Clem, and don't worry about it.
I don't mind us going, Pappy. There's only one thing I regret.
What's that, son?
That I wasn't blow-off proof like the General Tire.
That dirty rat. I'll show him a shooting down all my kin. I'll and you Van Flip has got to stick together. Oh, yes, Annie. 1 egg. And he doesn't live here anymore. Ooh, they got me.
Pappy.
I'm a-going, Elvira. I'm a-going.
Don't worry, Pappy. I'll eat the eggs.
The last number of the fifth program in the new General Tire series. We'll be with you again next week. And I hope all you folks enjoyed our little feud tonight.
And speaking of feuds, there are very few automobile owners who will not agree that the General blow-off proof tire is the best that money can buy.
You can buy them at your own General Tire dealer.
Yes, thank you, Jack.
You're welcome, Don.
I'll see you soon, Jack. I'm hungry.
Good night, folks.
And now for the face on the tap room floor, Jack Benny.
Well, that was certainly a nice introduction. You know, Wilson, as an announcer, you're about as useful as an umbrella to a flounder.
That's all right, Jack. I can take it. But I know some pretty swell affairs that have been run off without master of ceremonies.
Oh, you do, eh?
Yes. Say, what is a master of ceremonies anyway?
Well, master of ceremonies is a fellow that's handsome, dresses well, knows a lot of good jokes, and is generally cute.
You're not at all conceited, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm not a bit egotistical. In fact, I'm much better looking than I think I am. Sure? Anyway, Wilson, I think there should be less announcers on programs and more masters of ceremonies.
Yes, there should be more masters in the cold, cold ground.
That's all right. I can take it. But am I burning up, folks? Right now, you could fry eggs on my forehead.
That would be a nice order of ham and eggs.
That's all I want to know. Take off your glasses, Wilson.
What?
I said take off your glasses. I don't care if you are 6'2".
Okay. Well, the glasses are off. What are you going to do about it?
Nothing. I just wanted to see if you had blue eyes, that's all.
Well, listen, Benny, just a word for your own protection. You know, I was once heavyweight champion of California. Remember that?
Well, I can fight, too. You ever hear of Carnera?
Yes.
Well, who didn't? Big smart Alec.
And another thing. One more word out of you, and I'll take that nose of yours and put it around the back of your head. Just as I thought. So long.
You thought I was going to answer him. Peter said one more word, I'd have cleaned up the studio with him.
What's that?
I said the studio needs cleaning up. That's what I said. Kind of stuff.
Well?
Is he gone? Yes, Jack. I guess he knows what's good for him.
Hello, Jack.
Hello, Mary.
What's the matter? Your face is white and you're trembling.
Oh, nothing, Mary. I had a little argument with Don Wilson, and I had to tell him where he got off, that's all.
What happened?
Nothing. I just asked him to take off his glasses, and he wouldn't, so I pasted him. He went down like a log.
Who, the paste?
No, Wilson. Then he got up and made a pass at me, but when I got through with him, his face looked like a New England boiled dinner. Then he gets sore, Mary, and pulls a knife on me.
The little cut-up.
Yeah. It's a good thing I held my temper. After all, he has a family and has work to do, you know.
Oh, Jack, here comes Wilson back again.
Don't mention anything I said, Mary. It might embarrass him. After all, we're on the same program. See you later, you know.
Hello, Mary.
Hello, Mr. Wilson. Where's your crutches?
Crutches?
Yeah. You don't look a bit like a New England boiled dinner.
What in the world are you talking about?
Well, weren't you in an accident or something?
Certainly not, Mary.
Gee, didn't Jack Benny, you know.
I don't understand.
Can you still do your work?
Of course, Mary. Listen. The General Tire minimizes road and car track bumps. It's blowout proof, runs on 40% less air, and can be bought at your own General Tire dealer.
What else did Jack do to you?
Hey, Bester. Bester. Oh, Bester.
Yes, Jack. Where are you?
Behind the piano. Play, Don.
Where's Jack? Hey, Jack.
Yes, Don. Oh, pardon me. I was just talking to some friends of mine.
Oh, Jack, I want to tell you that I'm sorry for the way that I acted when the program first started tonight.
Oh, that's all right, Don. Those arguments help to kill time. It's all good material. But why the remorse?
Oh, I don't know. I was just thinking of Mother's Day, and Frank Parker just sang Love by a Neighbor, and all the whole thing just got me.
Yep, it does bring the old Adam's apple up, doesn't it? Gee, I wish I didn't live so far from home.
You know, Jack, I'd like to bring you out to the house with me for the weekend. The folks all know you, listen to your broadcast, and I'm sure that you'll have a nice rest and some home-cooked food.
Well, that sounds good, Don. Where do you live?
In the Bronx, just a short walk from the last subway stop.
Well, I'm sorry, Don. I haven't anything with me. You know, no shaving outfit or anything.
Oh, we've got everything there for you. Come on. I won't take no for an answer.
Well, all right. After all, I like home cooking, and I certainly need a rest. When do you want to go?
Right now. Come on.
All right. It's okay with me.
Hey, Bester, play something. Jack's coming home with me for the weekend. Okay.
Shall we take the subway down?
Yes, and then it's just a few minutes walk from there. All the fresh air will do us good.
Okay, kid. So long, fellas. Yeah, it was a long subway ride down, huh? Thought we'd never get here.
Well, Jack, it won't be long now, and this walk will do us good.
How far is it?
Oh, about 6 minutes as the crow flies.
Well, that's all right if you happen to be a crow, but my feet hurt, you know. Gee, it's quiet out this way, isn't it?
Oh, yes, but you can sleep like a top.
Gee, it's certainly dark out this way.
Oh, you aren't afraid, are you?
No, but... Oh, who's this? Looks like a stranger to me.
Stick 'em up. Stick 'em up, up, I say.
The weekend is starting nice.
One squawk out of you and your goose is cooked.
He thinks I'm Joe Penner. You know?
Quiet, Jack. Quiet, Jack. Quiet. He means business.
Come on, you big fella. Hand over your dough.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I haven't anything with me.
How about you?
I'm sorry, but...
Oh, yeah?
All right, here.
What's it on your finger?
A wart.
Oh, a wart, eh? Well, it's shining pretty bright.
You mean this ring? Just a cheap ring I got on a merry-go-round. Can I keep it?
No, I'll take the ring. You can keep the merry-go-round.
Well, that's fair.
I'll beat it. Go on, both of you.
M is for the money that he asked for. O is for the things that I have left.
Hey, Jack, you should have left your dough at the studio with Bester.
It's a fine time to tell me.
Oh, there's the house over there. See the light shining in the window?
Gee, that's fine. Let's run. I still got my watch, you know.
Well, here's the house. Follow me across the lawn.
Gee, it certainly is dark. Ow! Gee whiz.
Oh, you tripped over the lawnmower, Jack.
Thanks.
Well, here we are. Now, I'll ring the bell. Mother will sure be surprised.
Who's there?
Hello, Ma. It's Don.
Well, this is a surprise. How are you, my son?
Oh, fine. Gee, you're looking well, Ma.
Come in. Who's that with you?
Oh, this is Jack Benny.
Who?
Benny.
What's the last name?
Just call me Rudy.
Here, Mother, I brought you $100 for a present.
I wonder where it was when we were held up.
Thank you, son.
And, Ma, I brought you a package, too.
And now for the Spaniard that blighted my life, Jack Benny. Oh, Jack. Oh, Jack.
Oh, Don, I forgot to tell you, Jack just called up and said he'd be a few minutes late. He's taking a taxi right over.
Oh, then I better tell Bester to play another number.
Well, why don't you tell a few jokes, Don?
Oh, I don't know any, Mary. Why don't you tell one?
Well, the only one I know is the one about the goat without a nose. And you know how that smells.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's tune in on a few taxi cabs and see if we can find Jack.
That's a good idea.
Taxi, mister?
Yes, quick, I'm late.
Sure thing. You know, this is a radio cab. I not only take you where you want to go, but I give you entertainment besides.
Yeah, that's nice, but hurry up.
Yeah, where you going and what program do you want to hear?
6th Avenue and 49th Street and the rise of the Goldbergs.
Okay, Keith.
Say, what kind of a cab is this, anyway?
15 and 5. 15 for the ride and 5 for the Goldbergs.
I can see you weren't always a taxi driver.
No, I used to be a master of ceremony. Did you ever hear the one about the peacock?
No.
It's a wonderful tale.
There always was. And don't pull any of those jokes. You know, I'm a master of ceremonies myself.
Oh, yeah? Well, why ain't you driving a cab?
Hey, driver, just watch that road ahead of you, will you?
Hey, don't worry about me. I've hit over 100 pedestrians and there ain't one mark on this cab.
Well, that's good. Come on, step on it. I'm late now. Hey, what's the big idea?
And that streetcar won't get over.
Oh, it won't, eh? Well, you'll have the same trouble with the Empire State Building. Take it easy.
Well, can you imagine that? I can't beat that red light.
Isn't that too bad? Hey, Bud, you've only gone 3 blocks and the meter reads 60 cents. What's the idea?
Well, you see, you're the first customer today, and the meter's jumping for joy.
That's good. Some fun. Go ahead. There's the whistle.
Ah, doggone it. She stalled again, and I can't start it. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, in fact, I'd have bet on it.
You say, when you're as old as this cab, you'll stall once in a while, too. Oh, there she is.
Hey, you better step on it, buddy, or my program will be over before I get there.
All right, kid, I'll have you there in a minute.
Uh-oh, the cop. I'll never get to the studio now. Fine mess. A rough-looking guy, too. Huh? Here he comes.
Say, where do you think you're going? Hey, you'll have to talk to this guy in the cab, officer. He's in a hurry, not me.
Anything wrong, officer?
Do you know you were going 60 miles an hour?
No.
Yes. And don't you know that the speed limit is 25?
No.
Yes.
You realize that I'm Jack Benny, the radio comedian?
No.
Yes.
Well, you just love our new courthouse. Here, take this.
What's that?
It's your ticket.
No!
Yes!
But seriously, officer, I'm in a hurry. You know, I have to broadcast tonight.
Now, wait a minute. As man to man, didn't you see that red light up there?
No.
Didn't you hear me blow a whistle?
No.
Didn't you see me at all?
No, 1,000 times no.
Oh, well, then I'm just a failure.
Yeah. Yeah, you ought to be in pictures. And goodbye, officer.
Goodbye.
You better speed up now, Bud. I got to get to the studio.
Okay, Chief.
Say, were we going 60? It didn't seem like 60 to me.
Well, I got those General blowout-proof tires on, Chief. They ride like cushions.
Yeah, it won't help you. 10 cents is all I ever tip. Here we are. This is it. How much?
$3.10.
Yeah, here's 70 cents.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Gee, I hope I'm not too late.
Oh, no.
Hello, fellas. Everybody here?
Yeah, we're all here.
Okay, play, Don. That was T for 2 from No No Nanette, played by Don Bester and his fiddlers 3, his drummers 1, and his saxophones 20. Oh, boy, am I lukewarm tonight. Huh? Well, I'm glad I got here in time to hear that last number. You've got some great men there, Don, really, but confidentially, you know, I don't care for that cello player.
Who?
That cello player.
You're wrong, Jack. Because there's one fellow who knows his gun.
I know that, but he should learn something about a cello, too. I mean, it's none of my business, you know, but say, Don, that fiddle player you got. I mean, do you like him?
Yeah, very much, Jack.
Well, maybe I'm wrong. What's his name?
Hyphus.
Oh, it must be me, I guess. Well, anyway, tonight, folks, we have a thrilling...
Say, Jack.
Oh, there you are, Wilson.
Where were you tonight?
Oh, I was a little late. I dropped in to see a picture, and you should have been there, Don. You'd have cried your eyes out.
Oh, why? Was it that sad?
No, the picture was all right, but a fella came out and sang Wagon Wheels, and I know how you like General Tires. You'd have cried your eyes out.
Well, I saw a picture this afternoon, and I really did cry.
Yeah, what picture was that?
Wild Garbo.
That's Wild Cargo. Nothing to cry about in that picture.
There isn't. Imagine paying 75 cents in the balcony at a matinee.
Oh, I see. Anything over 10 cents is dramatic to Wilson, you know.
Which reminds me, folks, I read in the paper today where Harry Lauder is swimming over for another tour of America. You reminded me of that, Wilson.
Say, Jack, I hear you're going out to Hollywood next week to make a picture.
Yes, Bester, who told you?
No, I saw it in the papers. How do you think you'll do in pictures, Jack?
Oh, all right. I don't know. I guess I ought to be as good as William Powell or Clark Gable. I mean, there's really no difference between us.
Of course, William Powell has a nice mustache.
Well, I can raise one in 3 days. I mean, that's nothing, you know.
And then look at Clark Gable. He has a cute dimple in his teeth.
Oh, well, that's easy. I can have 3 of my side teeth pulled out. That'll help.
See, Jack, I think you'll just be swell in pictures.
Do you really think so, Mary?
Sure, there's always room for another Boris Karloff.
But I'm not a Karloff, Mary.
No, but you're certainly Boris.
Oh, is that all? Who wrote that? Listen, Mary. Mary, what I haven't got for pictures, I can borrow. You know that, huh?
What do you mean?
Well, if I play a Napoleon part, I can borrow a uniform. If I play a Tarzan part, I can borrow a leopard skin.
How about sex appeal?
That's the only thing I'm worried about, you know. Say, but what has sex appeal got to do with it, Mary? You love me, don't you?
Yes, but do I know what I'm doing?
Play down. I'm going to look in the mirror. Now, let me tell you something, folks. Frank sings with the same quality that a certain tire has, which I don't like to mention on this program. But as a slight hint, you all remember what rank Pershing held in the Army. So just put tire on the end of that. You get the idea. Listen, Parker, your voice is getting better, and to tell you the truth, I'd sooner hear you sing than Don Bester any time.
I'll bet you say that to all the singers.
All right, stick to your singing, huh?
Say, Jack, you just made a personal appearance at the Capitol Theater, didn't you?
Yes, Frank, I was there for 2 weeks, and I hate to boast, but the theater was jammed. Standing room only. Were you in to see me?
No, I went home and got a seat.
Oh, I don't blame you. You know, Frank, Mary was at the Capitol with me.
I didn't know that. Were you a big hit, Mary?
Colossal.
Well, that's fine. I'm glad to hear it.
Jack, what does colossal mean?
Well, colossal means, give me that dictionary a minute there, will you, Frank?
Yeah, here it is.
Let's see, colossal, K-O-L, K-O-L-O, colossal. See, it isn't even here. I guess there's no such word, huh?
What dictionary is that?
Webster's.
Oh, well, he makes a lot of mistakes.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Frank, we both played the Capitol Theater. You know?
We had a lot of fun, though, didn't we, Jack?
We sure did, Mary.
Remember the night you sang Smoke Gets in Your Eyes and the fella hit you in the nose with a grapefruit?
Well, what are you laughing at?
Squirt got in your eye.
Say, Frank.
Yes, Jack.
Let me straighten you out on this. You know the fellow that threw that grapefruit? Well, I paid him to do it just to get a laugh out of the audience, see?
Oh, yeah? Well, what about the other 2 guys that were throwing things at you?
Well, they were freelancing. I had nothing to do with that. Let's drop it, Mary. Frank, where were we on the program before we started to talk about the Capitol?
Page 8. You said you liked my singing.
Oh, yes. Here, I got it. You certainly are a great singer.
Say, Jack, that reminds me. You know, my folks are very fond of you, but they feel flattered that you went to Don Bester's house and Don Wilson's and you never paid us a visit.
Oh, I'm sorry, Frank.
Well, they asked me to bring you over tonight, Jack, and I've got to do it.
Oh, no, Frank. No, I went to Wilson's house last week and had to move a piano all around the room, you know. That was a fine rest for me, moving pianos.
Well, you won't have to worry about that. There won't be any trouble about that, Jack. We have no piano.
Well, that's something.
We have an organ.
Well, I'm not going to push any organs around either.
Why don't you go, Jack? It might be a mouth organ.
Oh, that's right. Where do you live, Frank?
Right down here in Greenwich Village.
Oh, you mean the artist colony where all those painters, poets, and singers live?
Yes, my family are all singers. My father was a famous baritone, and my mother was a soprano with the Metropolitan Opera Company.
She was? Well, does she know Lucia di Lammermoor?
No, we just moved in last week.
Oh, I wouldn't expect that.
Well, Jack, how about it? You know, my folks would sure like to meet you, and Mary, too.
Well,
Oh, come on, Jack. What can we lose?
Hey, can we take Don Wilson along?
No, he eats too much.
Yes, especially when he's a guest, yes.
Yeah. Well, come on, Jack. Let's go. It's getting late anyway.
Okay. Say, Bester.
Yes, Jack.
Take care of the rest of this program, will you? I'm going over to Parker's house to meet his folks.
Where?
Over to Frank Parker's house. Hey, what are you laughing at?
Oh, nothing, Jack. I was there last Tuesday night. Good luck to you.
Hey, wait a minute, Don. I don't like the way you said that. Listen, don't you think I ought to go?
I'm not saying a thing, Jack. You'll find out. Say, boys, Jack's going over to Parker's house tonight.
Well, come on, Jack. Let's go.
Okay, Frank. Come on, Mary.
Well, here we are. 296 Washington Square. Yep, this is it.
How much is it, driver?
$3.10.
Oh, the same guy, eh? Here's 70 cents for you.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It's funny I never can think of that number.
So this is the place, eh? Quite an old house, isn't it, Frank? Eh?
Yes, but it's nice inside. You know, artistic environment and everything.
I bet the rent's cheap, too. What a jump.
Quiet, Mary.
Well, let's go up. The folks are all waiting.
Is this the apartment, Frank?
No, that's a Chinese laundry. We're one flight up.
Oh, I saw a sign, Sing Fat. I thought it was your place, you know. Sounds like all the folks are at home, huh?
Well, here we are. Now, right this way into the parlor.
Nice place you have, Frank.
Gee, it's swell up here. Well, whose picture is that on the wall?
Why, that's Caruso. Remember him?
Oh, sure, Robinson Crusoe.
You can't fool Mary, huh?
Now, just make yourselves at home, and I'll call the folks in.
Okay, Frank. What are they doing now?
Oh, just practicing our arpeggios.
Oh, you mean the scales?
Yes, notes to you.
Notes to you, too. Now, that's too good. To come here to be insulted. Fine. Have to insult me on a program, huh?
Come into the next room, Jack. I want you to meet my father.
Sure, Parker. Where's your father?
Tipo, signore.
Father, I want you to meet Jack Benny.
Don't bother me, son. Signore.
It's all right, Frank. It's all right. No hurry.
Father, this is Jack Benny.
Oh. Ladone mobile, how do you feel today? So you're Jack Benny, and this is Mary.
I get into more
I
trouble.
am glad to know you. Let's play pinochle. A nickel, 100, and the cards are all right, too. Oh, the cards are all right here.
That was The Cards Are All Right Here by Frank Parker, Sr. and Jr.
Jack, ask him to knows Lazy Mary when you get up.
Oh, wait, here comes Mother. Mother, this is Jack Benny and Mary Livingston.
Ah, good evening, Mrs. Parker. I'm feeling fine, but who can tell? I'm looking good and feeling swell. I'm eating well, but who can tell? Nice place you got, Frank.
Well, Mary, how do you like Mother's range?
I like her whole kitchen.
You know, Parker, your mother looks fine, but your dad doesn't look so well. Eh?
Well, Dad's leading a false life.
Hello, Frank.
Hello, James. Oh, Jack, I want you to meet my sister, Jane. Jane, this is Jack Benny and Mary Livingston.
How do you do? What is this, anyway?
With a hey, nanny, and a hot cha-cha.
For heaven's sake, Frank, what was that? Huh?
Well, she's the black sheep of the family.
Oh.
She works in a nightclub.
Oh, Jack, look at that pretty bird.
Yes, that's our singing canary, Jack, and what a singer. Come on, sing something, Primo.
Oh, Primo Canary. I knew I saw that bird somewhere.
You know, that little bird listens into all of our programs.
Well, isn't that nice? Primo, what do you think of our announcer, Don Wilson? You said it.
Yeah? Our results, eh?
Frank, turn off that radio.
Oh, look, Jack, they even have a singer sewing machine.
Mary, it's the General Tire program.
Oh. I imagine you folks must be very hungry. Would you like something to eat?
Yes.
Me too. I believe we have some marble cake.
I'd rather move pianos.
Say, Jack, would you like some of that?
No. I'd like some chili and some beans. This is the silliest program we've ever had.
Let's call the maid. Fifi, what have we got to eat? Well, we've got some...
Oh, Hungarian Rhapsody. I'll have some of that well done. What do you want, Mary?
I'll have some Mendelssohn spring sauce.
That song, Mary.
Order your own meal. Fifi, take care of the guests.
Now, listen, let's have some fun while we're waiting. How about the radio?
Let's tune in on the radio
There's the father again.
and hear the General Tire Show. Let's go!
right, Mr. Parker. Tune in and see what our boys are doing. I knew it. Turn off that radio. I will have to go. Come on, Mary. Come on. I think we'll go anyway. I've had enough of this joint.
Me too.
Goodbye, Mrs. Parker. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye forever. Goodbye forever. Goodbye. That's all I want to know. Play, Don.
Another half hour of music and entertainment starring Jack Benny. And now for that funny comedian, Jack Benny.
Thank you. Hello, some more. This is Jack Benny, your Hollywood reporter, coming to you with all the late news reports through the courtesy of the Hollywood Close-Up. Sees all, knows all, and brings out your defects. Let's go. Beverly Hills, California. The Bing Crosbys are proud parents of twins. They now have 3 boys and are the Marx Brothers worried. Hey, that's a good laugh to start with, isn't it? The little Crosbys were born in the blue of the night. And Bing was seen giving everybody a Corona cigar. It's the best I can do with that. Ocean Park, California. There's a rumor that Guy Kibbe was seen here going around with Joan Blondell. But don't worry, folks. It was a merry-go-round. They each had a different horse. Are you thrilled? Sam Goldwyn, California. Eddie Cantor, famous stage and screen comedian, gave a big dinner at his home last night.
Who was there, Jack?
Just I and the girls. That was enough. There is no truth to the report that caviar was served at that dinner. It was just freckles on the waiter's hand. That's what fooled us, huh? Who's this, California? What great screen star was seen on what night, with what director, in whose car? And what did he say when she said, "Little man, what now?" P.S. Who cares? Holly's in second base.
Read one now, Jack.
You want to read one? Go ahead, huh?
Beverly Hills Cooper, famous screen star, is that way about Mary Livingston.
Is that the truth, Mary?
No, but I hope he's listening in.
Nice girl, huh? Nice girl.
She is blowout-proof, non-skidding, and has the patented low-pressure construction.
Well, you can't stop that. Have you got one to read, Jimmy?
Yeah. My middle name is Love.
That's the truth, folks. Play, Jimmy. That was Jimmy Greer and the boys playing My Middle Name is Love. Swell guy, that Greer. You know, Jimmy and I were out together for the first time since I've been here in Hollywood. We had a lot of fun. Last night, we went 50-50 on everything. I bought the dinner, he paid the car fare. I furnished the cigars, he had the matches. He took me to a show, I bought the tickets. He sure meets you halfway.
Wait a minute, Jack. Several times I reached for the check and you just happened to beat me to it.
Well, reach a little further next time, Jimmy. You know what I mean? Get your money out in 2-4 time instead of the old-fashioned waltz, you know? But outside of that, you're a nice fella. Really, folks, Jimmy would give you his shirt. That is, if you were a Chinaman and didn't charge too much, you know. Say, Jimmy, we've been together now for 8 weeks, and next Friday night is my last program from Hollywood, so I think you ought to say a few words to our audience. Come on, Jimmy, just a word or two, you know.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say that in all the years...
Fine, Jimmy, and a great thought, too, believe me. Huh? I mean, how many leaders can talk like that? You know, folks, a lot of people have asked me in fan mail and in person what Jimmy Greer looks like. And I think it is only fair to describe him to you. Jimmy is tall, rather handsome, and when you first meet him, you don't like him at all. But after you're with him a while, he's no bargain either. You know?
Oh, Jack, I read a great book last night, Shakespeare's King Lear.
Isn't that book a little over your head, Mary?
No, I hold it in my lap.
Oh, all right. Answer the phone, Mary.
You answer it, you slave driver.
Hello? Hello. Hey, do I go to work tonight? Who is this? Oh, yes, our murder mystery, of course. Is your wife at home? I'll see. Oh, Minnie! He's home. Come over right away, both of you, and go to work. I need you. Goodbye. And now, ladies and gentlemen, continuing with our mystery. The Stooge murder case, or who killed Mr. Stooge. Now, to you people who have been following this horrible mystery, I say hang on. But to you who have foolishly neglected it by attending to your business, I will describe what has gone on so far. Mr. J. Gefilto Stooge, of the famous radio Stooges, was murdered on the night of June 15th in his villa on the Rue de Lauze, which strangely reminds us of this mystery. And the only clues we have so far are 6 shots found in a bottle in Mr. Stooge's hip pocket and a jar of goldfish that won't talk. Hey, Mary, have you any clues?
No, just a run in my stocking.
Now, what was the motive behind this murder? It was not homicide. It was not suicide.
Maybe it was herbicide.
Mary, go down by the seaside and pull a permanent wave over your head. We will continue this mystery right after the next number, which will be sung by Philo Parker, the Thin Man. Play, Officer Donovan. Extra good tonight, Frank. That was Frank Pinkerton singing "A Pretty Girl Is Like a Melody," from the Ziegfeld Follies. And now for that battle of wits with the underworld. Who killed Mr. Stooge? Does crime pay?
No, but cream does. It's 14 cents a bottle.
Takes place in Sergeant O'Hare's office in the 110th Precinct Police Station. Or maybe I was transferred by now. I don't know. Curtain. Play, Mr. G.
Yes,
Where's Officer Clancy?
the judge gave him 10 days for vagrancy.
Well, get him out. After all, he's a policeman.
Okay, give me the keys.
Fine, locking up our own people. No money in that.
Clancy.
Yeah?
You come out now, Toots.
Clancy, what are we in for?
Oh, nothing. I was walking my beat for 2 weeks and nothing happened, so I was arrested for loitering.
Yeah, well, keep out of those neighborhoods. Clancy, we received thousands of letters from indignant taxpayers who are fervently looking for a conviction in the Stooge murder case.
What do you mean, fervently?
I don't know. That's what's worrying me. Now, listen, Clancy, I want you to bring in every crook in town. Get going.
Okay, Sarge. I'll need some help.
All right. How many patrol wagons have we?
4.
Take 3 and leave me one. I'm going out stepping tonight. Now, get going. Answer that, Miss Donahue.
Hello? 110th Precinct Police Station. Yes. He did? What time did it happen? You don't say. Is he still there? What? No. All right. You bet I will. Goodbye.
What was that?
I don't know. I just had the wrong number.
I'll take that next call, Miss Donahue. Hello. Hello, Sergeant O'Hare speaking. Who? O'Hare.
I never do get that name.
O'Hare. What is it a bald-headed man hasn't got?
Dandruff.
All right, then. This is Dan Druff talking. What do you want?
A man was murdered here 7 weeks ago. Now, what are you going to do about it?
Don't be so impatient. We've been working our fingers to the bone.
Oh, shooting craps, eh?
You little mind reader.
Listen, what are you going to do about this dead man?
Well, as Hawkshaw once said, leave it to me.
And as Shakespeare once said, shell fruit to thee.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Why, this is an outrage. They can't do this to me. I'll call up the commissioner at once.
I'll see the commissioner about this.
Come on, now. Get inside, all of you.
What's this, Clancy?
I cleaned up every free lunch counter, pool room, and park bench in town. They're all suspicious characters.
It looks like the gang have been trying to round up for weeks. Look at those faces. Which one of you is the leader?
I am, and this is my orchestra.
Hard to something to get. Wait a minute, I've got a hunch. Nobody leave this room. Oh, Miss Donahue.
Yes, Sarge.
Get me Oxford, 3131.
Okay. Operator, get me Gladstone 9473.
I asked for Oxford, 3131.
Well, this is the best way to get it. Hello? Here you are, babe.
Hello?
Hello, who is this?
Police headquarters, Sergeant O'Hare speaking.
Who?
O'Hare.
I'm not catching the name.
O'Hare, what have you got on your head?
My brother. We're acrobats.
Wrong number. Goodbye.
Oh, Sarge.
What is it, Clancy?
What about this tough-looking egg over here? Maybe he knows something.
He does look pretty suspicious of that. Where did you find him?
Oh, hanging around the studio.
Oh, yeah? Come here, you. What's your name?
Bill Baker.
Oh, got your gang with you, eh? What do you know about the Stooge murder case?
Why, Jack, this is embarrassing. I was just sitting out front watching your program.
Don't give me that stuff. What do you know about the Stooge murder case?
Nothing. And neither do you.
Where were you on the night of June 15th at 8 o'clock?
In Chicago at the armor plant where you can buy the finest hams, the finest...
Stop it, Clancy. Stop.
Why? Why?
You can't mention Armour here.
Why not? There are more features to the General Tire than any other tire on the market. It's the low pressure that makes General's blowout proof, and they can be purchased on convenient terms through the General Tire dealers.
I guess we're even, Baker.
Not yet. I came up here to get that $10 you borrowed from me at the Davis Theater in Pittsburgh.
Don't evade the issue. Why did you kill Mr. Stooge?
Don't evade the $10. Why didn't you write when you promised to?
Nick, Phil, you're cracking the mystery.
What mystery? I want my $10.
He'll give it to you next week, Phil. He just paid off Freddie Allen.
Quiet, Miss Donahue. Clancy, who's that other egg over there?
Oh, he came in with Baker.
Yeah, come here, you. What's your name?
My name is Bottle, sir.
Bottle, eh? Your name is Bottle. What's your first name?
Nicholas Murray.
Nicholas Murray Bottle, I see. You know who I am, don't you?
Oh, yes, yes. Jack Wynn, the tire chief.
Hey, Bottle, why didn't you save that one for our program?
Quiet, sir. I'm not working for you now.
Attaboy, Bottle.
Now, wait a minute, you. My name is O'Hare, Sergeant O'Hare.
Glad to know you, Sergeant. What's that name, sir?
O'Hare. What have you got in your head?
Liquid gasoline.
Oh, I'm going to have trouble with you, too.
Ah, what is it? What are you laughing at, Bottle? What is it?
It was funny when that gentleman over there said Daniel.
Now, listen, you two. I've had enough of this. My name is O'Hare. Who was that?
That's Beetle, Jack.
Oh, Beetle, eh? Oh, we're haunted here, too. Now, listen, Beetle. Do you know who killed Mr. Stooge?
Yes, I do.
Who did it?
Mr. Stooge was killed by Operator 13 in the Carolina.
This clue will be continued next Friday night. To try and solve this mystery, your guess is as good as ours. Play Beetle, Bottle, or Jimmy. Stick around, Phil. We'll have some fun later on the program. You haven't got another bottle with you, have you? Huh? Got another bottle? Huh?
Oh, play, Jimmy.
All right, play then. That was I Wish I Were Twins, played by Jimmy Greer and his orchestra. Well, what do we do now, Phil? You know, you can't leave me flat now that you've butted in here.
I don't care, Jack. It's great to see you again and talk over old times.
Sure is.
Remember the fun we had a few years ago in Kansas City when I was there playing the Orpheum Theater and you were laying off?
Yeah. You remember in Chicago when it was vice versa? What vice versa? That was the Palace. That's right. But, Phil, will you ever forget that theater we played together in St. Paul? We were on the same bill together.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Remember my name was in lights and you were kicking to the manager?
Yep, your name was in lights, all right.
Yes, sir.
And, Jack, do you remember after your second joke, your name came down and they put Mickey Mouse up?
Oh, yeah. Say, what's Mickey Mouse doing now, Phil?
Oh, he's making another comedy picture.
Gee, that's funny. Here we are, the three of us in Hollywood, making pictures.
Yep, Mickey Mouse and the two rats. Say, Jack, you used to play pretty good fiddle in those days. Are you still playing it?
You mean violin?
Well, it was fiddle in those days.
Yeah. Well, I still play it occasionally. You still use your accordion?
Oh, once in a while.
I'll bet the audience can't guess what they're going to do.
Not much.
Say, Phil.
What?
How about you and me playing a little violin and accordion number, you know, for old time's sake?
Sure, I'll be glad to.
I told you, Bottle.
Oh, sure. They've been rehearsing it all week. Folks would like to hear any number at all.
Love thy neighbor.
Humorettes, okay. Doesn't make any difference what you call. We'll play humorettes.
Humorette, is that it, Phil?
Yeah.
How does that go, humorette?
Humorettes? Wait a minute now.
What do they want? Humorette or love thy neighbor?
Huh? Love thy neighbor.
Love thy neighbor?
How does it go?
Let's play.
How does it go, love thy neighbor?
Love thy
Never
neighbor.
mind the script. How does love thy neighbor go?
Dum-da-dum. Oh, love thy neighbor.
Oh, sure. Let's play love thy neighbor. Now, give me A. A. Sure. Sure enough. All right. Humorette? Ready? That was Phil Baker and Jack Benny playing Humorette.
And humorist anybody about the General Blowout-proof tire, and you will find that...
This is the last number of the 16th program in the General Tire series. Be sure and listen in next Friday night and find out who killed Mr. Stooge. Come on, Mary. I'll take you home now.
I'm sorry, Jack. I'm going home with Bottle.
Where's Beetle?
He went up the country for the weekend to make noises.
Oh, good night, folks.
And now for that master golfer and talented violinist, Jack Benny.
That's me again. Thanks, Don. Well, I'm in a very good mood tonight. I just got back from Atlantic City, and am I feeling fine. You know, if you ever want 2 weeks rest, folks, go to Atlantic City for the weekend, then come back to New York and rest for 10 days. What a spot. In a way, it's like Coney Island. What I mean is it's the same ocean, only a finer piece of water. You see, in Atlantic City, the waves come rolling in a high-class way and very snappy. While at Coney Island, the waves are much older, having been used so much. And they just come rolling in any old way, lie down, and go blah. Of course, at Newport, they have a still better class of waves. There, they come rolling in with monocles, wearing spats and a cane.
Well, Jack, tell me, is there any difference in the bathing there? That's the same, isn't it?
No, Don, there is a difference. See, when you go bathing at Atlantic City, a bluefish or shark might take a nip at you. While if you're bathing at Coney Island, the chances are you'll be bitten by a herring. You know? Isn't that good?
All right.
But getting back to Atlantic City, they have those dog races down there this year. You know, those races where 7 or 8 dogs chase an electric rabbit. Oh, it's a lot of fun.
Well, I've never seen a dog race, Jack. How does it run?
Well, as I told you, an electric rabbit goes around on a rail, and as it passes the boxes where the dogs are, the dogs jump out, go woof woof, and you're out $6. Saturday night, I lost 10 races in a row and finally bet on the rabbit.
Well, Jack, you certainly must have won that one, didn't you?
No, there was a short circuit and the rabbit stopped. Everything happens to me, isn't it?
I've got to go down there sometime. How are the hotels in Atlantic City, Jack?
Oh, they have beautiful hotels down there. And a funny thing, they all have double names. You know, like the Ritz-Carlton, the Marlboro Blenheim, the Translux. All double names, huh?
Why, Jack, the Translux is a picture theater.
I know, but I slept there a couple of nights, too.
Well, why do all the hotels have double names?
Well, you see, down the rates are so reasonable. You take the Ritz-Carlton, for instance. It's only $5 a day, but when you check out, it's $10. 5 to Mr. Ritz and 5 to Mr. Carlton.
Good evening, fellas. How are you?
Oh, hello, Mary. Gee, you missed it, Mary. You should have been down to Atlantic City. I spent all week there.
Well, so did I, Jack. I just came from there.
You did? I didn't see you.
That's funny. I was in bathing every day. Wouldn't have hurt you either.
Oh, but there's so many other things to do down there. Did you see the beauty contest?
See it? I was in it.
How'd you make out?
Oh, I only went in for the fun of it. What do they know about beauty?
I see. Then you didn't win the contest, huh?
No. Who wants to be Miss America anyway? I like Miss Livingston better.
Well, who did win it?
Jean Harlow, and she didn't even show up.
Oh, so Jean Harlow won the contest. Who came in second?
The rabbit.
Oh. But don't worry, Mary. You'll win it next time. Where did you live in Atlantic City?
At the Belgian Stratford.
The Belgian Stratford? That's in Philadelphia.
Oh, no wonder it was such a long walk to the beach.
Isn't that awful? Goody, isn't that awful? Mary, if you ever go to Chicago, there's a nice hotel in Kansas City. You must stop there, huh?
Oh, hello, everybody. Hello, Jack. Ask me something.
Hello, Frank. Where were you over the weekend?
No place. I just came home with the Parker.
Oh, the Parker house. That's a nice place. And what did you do?
Oh, I just sat home and read the papers.
If you ask me, he looks better than any of us.
That's what I mean. You know, if you want a nice rest, folks, sit home and read the papers.
I agree with you there, Jack.
You know, isn't it funny, Wilson? Frank Parker stayed home, had a nice rest, and isn't a bit tired. While we all went away for a rest and came back tired.
And speaking of tired, the General Tired is not only safer, but it's outstanding beauty adds smartness to any car. And of first importance, it's blowout proof.
Did it win any beauty contest, Don?
No, but it could amongst tires.
Not with Dean Harlow around.
That's your cue. Play, Don. Good, very good, very good. That was, there's a house and sale in Harlem for sale, played by Don Bester and his Connecticut yokels. Say, Don, where were you over the weekend?
Well, I was down in Atlantic City, too, Jack.
Isn't that funny? We were all down there and nobody saw each other. Did you bathe there, Don?
No, I took a bath before I left.
Oh, you went down there for pleasure, I see. Where'd you live?
Well, I lived at the Park Vendome Plaza.
Oh, 3 names. I see you must have paid $15 a day.
Yes, fine.
It's a good thing you didn't stop at the 4 Marx Brothers Biltmore Groucho. You'd have paid plenty, huh? Say, Don, I notice you're getting quite a few new men in your orchestra. Last week a xylophone player. This week I see you have a new bass fiddle.
Where?
Over there, Don.
That's not a bass fiddle.
That's Sophie Tucker watching our show.
Oh, pardon me.
Hello, Soph.
Don, tell those people not to sit so close to the orchestra. And now tonight, folks, as the feature attraction of our program, we are offering to you, without warning, the outstanding screenplay of the 1934 season. That great film masterpiece, The House of Rawchild. Rawchild. Not the number 2 company, but with the original cast. And we are here to prove it by bringing the leading man to the microphone. Step right over here, sir. What is your name?
My name is Arliss.
Arliss. There you are, folks. And your first name?
Gussie.
I'm supposed to have the laugh at the finish, but I'll never get to it. You see, folks, we spare no expense. This play tonight will cost us about $100,000 and 200,000 listeners. Now, those of you who have seen this picture, The House of Rawchild, will remember that famous family of fine financiers from Frankfurt. You'll remember how old Meyer Rawchild called his sons together and sent each one to a different place to amass a fortune and build up the name of Rawchild. One son remained in Frankfurt, another son went to Hamburg, a third son to Liverpool, while the fourth son went to Delhi, India, where he opened a Delhi Katessen store. There will now be a slight pause while your listeners go through your ice boxes looking for some of these towns. Well, anyway, tonight we are presenting this drama, The House of... Hey, stenographer, why did you spell house with an L?
I saw the rehearsal.
Oh, pardon me. And now, while the carpenters are building the House of Rawchild, Frank Parker of the House of Parkers, who are very rich and tenor singers, will sing For All We Know.
Oh, Jack, what part do I play?
Well, as long as you didn't win a beauty contest, you can play the part of Boris Karloff.
Oh, Loretta Young, thank you.
Play, Don. That was For All We Know, sung by Frank Parker. And very good, Frank, very good.
You say that every week.
Yes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for our dramatic offering, which we will call The Rise of the House of Rawchild. Now, what a crowd we have here tonight, folks. The place is packed. We have turned hundreds away and thousands went away themselves. The ushers are now seating the last few people, and pretty soon there will be standing room only. The orchestra is coming in now.
Let me see your checks, mister. Now, let's see. Row A. That's way in the back.
Row A in the back? Why, that's generally up front.
Well, we had to put the first row in the back to give us more room.
Why, this is an outrage. It's scandalous.
Outrage, scandalous, as long as they're healthy.
Peanuts, chocolate bars, and magazines. Get your magazines here. You can't enjoy the show without a magazine.
It's a fine start, huh?
Have something to read while the show is going on.
Oh, Usher, where are these seats? Where are these seats, please?
Pardon me, folks. We're short of ushers. Let me see your checks, madam.
What a theater this is. I've been standing here for 2 hours.
I'm sorry, madam. You'll have to stand here another month. These tickets are for the Joe Penner program.
Thank you. I'll be back.
You're welcome.
Your checks, please.
Here you are.
M32 and 34. I'm sorry, sir, but there are 4 people sitting there now.
But I have a stubs, M32 and 34. I demand these seats.
Oh, all right. Hey, mister, you and your wife and kids will have to get out of those 2 seats.
Well, they won't.
See, I told you. Take your old stubs and go on home. Checks, please.
Get your lemonade here. Lemonade, electric fans, and playing cards. You can't enjoy the show without a cool game of bridge.
And lemonade.
Yes. Usher, can I have a program, please?
Here you are, sir.
Thanks. Wait a minute. This program is for men in white.
That's a good show, too.
Oh, Mary, here's a fellow who has a ticket for a box. Have we any boxers?
Yeah, but we'll have to take the tomatoes out.
Oh,
Get your General Tires here. You can't enjoy your trip home without a General Tire.
Oh, I'll have one of those.
Here you are, sir. Here's one with the silent safety tread. And are they blowout proof?
Yeah, but don't blow out till the show is over.
Hey, when does the show start?
Quiet.
Let me have your check, mister. Oh, that's standing room.
How long will I have to stand, miss?
Until Jack starts acting, then there'll be plenty of seats.
Thank you.
Gee, you're handsome. Take your seat, Toots. Don't be a fool.
Well, I guess we're almost ready now. Hey, you in the third row. The people behind you can't see. You'll have to take off your hat.
What?
I say you'll have to take off your hat.
My what?
Oh, you again. Your hat. What's on your head?
Vaseline. I'm going to a dance.
Anyway, we didn't say Sergeant O'Hare. Well, let's get the play started. Overture, Don. That was our overture, Farewell to Arms, played by Don Besser and his orchestra. And now for our play, The Rise of the House of Rawchild. The opening scene takes place in the Rawchild house in Frankfurt. Is my mouth watering? Curtain. Music, Don. Kind of chilly tonight. I don't think I'll go out of the house.
That's right, Meyer. It is cold.
Think I'll sit home and read. Bring me a book, Sarah.
Yes, dear. Which book do you want? First National Bank or Guaranteed Trust?
Oh, I've read them over and over again. How's that Federal Reserve? Have you read it, Sarah?
No, but here's a copy of Irving Trust. You'll like that.
I think I'll have to get some new books. I've lost interest in those. How much money have we got now, Sarah?
We have $2,500,000,000 golden.
Ah, Gulden.
And today is our golden anniversary.
Well, here's $1. Go out and buy yourself something.
Is that all I get?
We must save every penny. For in money there is power.
I'll answer the door, Meyer.
Be careful who it is. I don't want any of those title moochers around. If it's Napoleon, I'm out.
Who do you wish to see?
I am the Prince of Pilsner, Buck and Lager, and I want to see my Rawchild.
Tell him I'm out.
He's out.
I believe you, but not him. Hello, Meyer.
Hello, Prince, you old dog. What can I do for you?
Well, Meyer, I am here on a very touching mission. My country is on the bomb again.
Mm-hmm.
Could you let me have 20 million gulden till payday?
When is payday?
I often wonder.
What is the trouble with your country?
Well, we had a big crap game with Bulgaria, and they took us.
Same thing happened to me in Atlantic City. 20 million gulden.
Hey, Usher, where are my seats?
Let me see your check. Hold the show a minute, Jack. 4 and 6, right here. Okay, go ahead, Jack.
20 million gulden. How much is that?
$35.
You had me scared for a while, Prince. What security have you?
Eh?
Oh, again. I said, what security have you?
What security? I have a World Series ticket to be played between the White Sox and Cincinnati.
Oh, no security, eh? Well, Prince, you can have the money. But remember, I shall expect favors from your kingdom.
Thank you, Meyer. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Likewise. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Why did you give him that money, Meyer?
Because it's a good investment. The Prince of Pilsner, Bockenlager, is a good friend to have. You can't tell when he will throw something our way.
That goes for the audience, too.
Quiet. Sarah, I have an idea. An idea that will make me the power of the world, as sure as my name is not George Arliss.
You're telling us.
Yes, Sarah, I have a great idea. Call up the King of Spain at once.
The King of Spain is in France.
Well, call up the King of France.
He's in Spain.
I see. Then get me the President of Cuba.
He's in Montreal.
Well, never mind. Bring me my pipe.
falling down, falling down, falling down. Down the bridge is falling down, my fair lady.
Hey, you're it. What is that, Sarah? What's all that noise going around here?
Those are your sons playing in the backyard.
Playing, always playing. I must make them useful. Come in here. Call them in.
Come into the house, children. The old man wants you.
We want to play.
Come in, I say, you young scallywags.
Oh, all right.
Now sit down, all of you. Fine boys, Carl, Solomon, and Nathan, wasting your time playing in the yard. Fine Rawchild you are. How old are you now, Nathan?
67, Father.
Well, it's about time you got out in the world and made a living for yourself. How old are you, Solomon?
64.
You're old enough to do something, too. And how old are you, Carl?
48, Pa.
Well, you can hang around the house for a while yet. Listen, my sons, you're getting to an age when you should be making a little money. Remember, in this world, money is power. So let's get together and make the house of Rawchild the powerhouse of the world.
Yay, Father.
And for heaven's sake, shave off those beards and uphold the house of Rawchild.
They look more like the house of David to me. This is the worst show I've ever seen.
Now, you little shavers, I'm going to give each of you some money and send you to different countries and expect you to become a financial wizard. You understand?
Yay, Father.
Now, you, Carl, here is 50,000 gulden. I want you to go to Saratoga and establish the name of Rawchild.
Thanks, Father, I will.
And remember, be shrewd. Nothing but place and show, and look out for muddy tracks. Good luck to you.
I'll need it. Goodbye.
And you, Solomon, here's 200,000 gulden. I want you to go to Hollywood. Al Roach is making our gang comedy, and I want you to be one of the Rawchild. Yes, Father. Go, my son, and hold up your head. Be a cocky Rawchild. Now, you, Nathan.
Yes, Father.
Here is 5 gulden. You know where you can go.
I get it. So long, Father.
Goodbye. Ah, there they go. My 3 sons.
Well, Father, how about me? Have you forgotten me?
Oh, another son. I have so many. What's your name?
Sandy Rawchild.
Well, I don't have to tell you anything. You'll save yours.
Goodbye, Father.
Go, Sandy, and remember, save every penny. For in money, there is power.
And for a small amount of this power, you can buy the General Blowout-Proof Tire on convenient terms through your General Tire dealers.
I think I'll send him to China.
And now for the second act. The House of Rawchild 3 months later.
Sarah, get me something to read. I'm going mad. I only made 9 million gulden today and had to loan it to bolster up the Swiss Navy. Has the mail come in yet?
Yes, Myra, but there's nothing for you.
Funny, we haven't heard from the boys. I wonder how they've been doing.
There's a freight train coming in. Maybe they're on that.
Maybe. The phone. I'll answer it. Hello?
Hello? Is this the General Tire Theater?
Yes.
What's playing there?
The Rise of the House of Rawchild.
Oh, excuse me. I'm looking for the Rise of the Goldbergs.
You have the wrong number. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Sergeant O'Hare.
I thought that call might be from the boys. Why don't they write to me? Answer the door, Sarah.
Why, it's our children.
Hello,
Carl, Nathan, Solomon.
Ah, my sons. Come here to your father. Tell me, boys, how did you do? You, Carl, did you establish the name of Rawchild in Saratoga?
Yes, Father. Everybody's got an IOU with our names on it.
Go back in the yard and play. And you, Solomon, how did you do in Hollywood?
Great, Father, but I'm broke.
What happened to the 200,000 gulden I gave you?
I met Peggy Joyce.
Oh. Well, you, Nathan, I only gave you 5 gulden. Have Have you any of that left?
Yes, Pa, I still have $1.50 of gulden.
Keep the gulden. Give me the $1.50. Where's Sandy?
He's up in the Northwest where he established the House of Rawchild.
I knew Sandy would make good. What's he doing up there?
He's selling General Tires to the Northwest Mounted Police.
Ah, shrewd boy.
Hurrah for Sandy!
Come in.
Hello, Maya.
Ah, the Prince of Pilsner, Bach and Lager. Maybe he came back to pay me the money he borrowed. How are you, Prince?
I'm fine, Maya.
What can I do for you?
I have come on for another touchy mission.
You have what?
I have come on another touchy mission.
Hmm.
My poor country is on the bum again. Could you lend me 10 million gulden until we get on our feet?
10 million gulden? What became of the 20 million I loaned you?
The Bulgarians took us again.
Oh, play, Don. Sarah, close up the House of Rawchild. Number of the 21st program in the General Tire series. And we'll be with you again next Friday night. I do hope you all liked our little play, The Rise of the House of Rawchild. Remember, there's a moral to it. Save your pennies. For in money there is power.
Oh, Jack,
What is it, Mary?
you didn't give me my tire for last week.
Oh, good night, folks.
This is the National Broadcasting Company.
General Tire and Rubber Company, world's largest manufacturers of low-pressure tires, presents another half hour of music and entertainment starring Jack Benny. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you hear any odd noises on your radio, don't worry. It'll be Jack Benny.
Thank you. Hello again. This is Odd Noises speaking. Jack Benny. Why do I pay attention to that guy Wilson anyway? You ever see Don Wilson, folks? He's a big, good-natured fellow, laughs at anything, and always picks up a check with a smile on his face. I mean his salary check. There you are, you hear him? You know, Wilson has only been in New York a short time. He comes from the West and was formerly a deputy sheriff in a small town in Wyoming, which is equivalent to a Boy Scout in New York. He's a well-fed gentleman, eats 3 meals a day, and has a corned beef sandwich rehearsal before each meal. He has the greatest collection of knives and forks you've ever seen, and carries a salt shaker in his vest pocket.
Oh, you're wrong, Jack. I don't eat a lot.
Not much. He holds 2 decisions over Henry VIII. But at that, really, Wilson's a nice guy, and he really has only one fault. He talks in his sleep. And if you ask me, he's more convincing than when he's awake.
How do you know that I talk in my sleep?
Well, I left a microphone in your room last night, and you might not know it, but you were on the air at 2:30 this morning.
Oh, yes, I guess I was dreaming. Do you believe in dreams, Jack?
Why, certainly, Don. You know, when I was in Saratoga a couple of weeks ago, I dreamt about a horse called Mr. Cayenne, and the next day I played him.
Did he win?
No.
Well, your dream didn't work out then, did it?
Yes, it did. I dreamt he'd lose.
My eyes wide open, I'm dreaming.
Mary, say, now, do you believe in dreams?
Yeah, what made you bring that up?
Oh, Don and I were just discussing it, that's all.
Sure, if it wasn't for dreams, some people would never go anyplace.
That's right, Mary. Dreams certainly get you around.
Yeah, and the rates are so reasonable.
They sure are. You dream often, Mary?
No, only on Sunday nights.
How's that?
What else are you doing playing pool on Sunday nights?
That's true, but do you really believe in them, Mary?
Sure I do. Last Sunday night I dreamt I was going to gobble.
You did?
Yes, and when I woke up the next morning, I couldn't get my shoes on.
Well, those things can happen.
Sure they can. And, oh, Jack, last night I had the strangest dream I've ever had. It was awful.
Yeah? What happened?
Well, I dreamt I was in a fire.
Mm-hmm.
It was on the 15th floor of the building, and I tried to get out through the door, but the flames blocked my way.
Oh, my.
Then I tried the fire escape, but that was locked from the outside. So I ran to the window. It was the only way out.
Yes, Mary?
The flames were catching up to me. I didn't have a second to spare. So I put one foot out of the window, and then...
Yes, Mary, what happened?
It was a serial dream to be continued tonight. With my eyes wide open.
Hello, Mary.
Hello, Frank.
Hiya, Jack. Hello, Frank. You're late again. What's your excuse this time? I suppose you drove over and your car broke down.
No, Jack, I walked over and I broke down.
Oh.
See, I slipped on an empty banana.
I see. He just added that himself, you know. He didn't.
Where are we on the program, Jack?
Here, Frank, page 4, dreams.
Oh, yeah. Well, go ahead. It's your line.
Say, Frank, do you believe in dreams?
I certainly do, Jack. Why, one night I dreamt I was the Prince of Wales, and the next day I was playing polo and fell off my horse.
Fell off a horse? That's an old joke.
Well, I dreamt it about 8 years ago.
Oh, I thought so.
You know, I dream a lot of old jokes.
Isn't it strange, though, how dreams come true?
You here again?
Last week, my uncle dreamt he was the King of Belgium, and the next day my aunt crowned him with a rolling pin.
What are you laughing at?
The joke is older than Parker's.
Well, I think we had enough of dreams tonight anyway.
And speaking of dreams, what a dream the General Blowout-Proof tire is. It is smarter looking and will give you more space miles than any other tire.
I was wondering how you'd get that in, Wilson. Well, let's have a little music. Oh, Buster, I didn't see you standing there. I nearly left you out. Now, tell me, did you have a dream last night?
No, Jack, that was my wife.
Play down. That joke is older than I am.
Yes, but not as wrinkled.
That was Sapphire, played by Don Buster and his More Mileage Orchestra. So, Don, I suppose your orchestra will be in the Labor Day parade Monday, eh?
Yes, they will, Jack, and I'll be there wielding my baton.
You'll do what?
Wielding my baton.
Oh, wielding. Where'd you learn wielding the baton, Don?
Wielding, West Virginia.
Well, that's the best we can do with that, folks. That's the best. So, Frank, are you going to march in the Labor Day parade?
You bet I am, Jack. I'll be right there.
Well, I'll have to look for you. Who are you going to march with?
I don't know. I'm just going for the walk.
Well, we got Wilson stuff. He can't say if you walk, use General Tire anyway.
Well, that's right, but I'll get to it later.
Oh, Jack. Hey, Drew.
You are, Mary? Who are you going to march with?
The Stooges. And say, Jack.
What?
I wrote a poem out about Labor Day. Want to hear it?
A poem about Labor Day? No. I don't want to hear it.
Well, the other 120 million people do, so I guess I'm going to read it.
All right. Get ready to sing, Frank. Go ahead, Mary. Read your poem.
Right.
Labor Day, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Labor Day. Oh, Labor Day. You come but once a year. In September, not November. Gee, but you're a dear. Butchers, bakers are parading down the avenue. In your honor, Labor Day, and not for Santa Claus.
Mary.
Quiet. Lives of great men oft remind us. Footprints on the sands of time.
I've heard that before.
And the bills we leave behind us in the Catskills and the beach on Labor Day. Dear Labor Day, when we haven't got a dime left.
Is that all, Mary?
No, this poem is a Longfellow.
Why couldn't I think of that?
30 days past September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31, except Labor Day, which falls on Monday. I thank you.
Sing, Frank.
Well, how do you like my poem, Jack?
Terrible.
Well, I'm not trying to sell it.
Oh, That was Frank Parker singing A New Moon Over My Shoulder from the Motion Picture Student Tour. And I must admit, Frank, you are one of the best tenors on this program.
What do you mean, one of the best?
Well, we all sing tenor, more or less. And you know, Frank, at times when I'm home alone, I'm surprised at the results I get with my voice while shaving. Really, I always like to sing when I shave.
Yeah?
And my favorite song is, When Irish eyes are smiling, da-da-da-dum-dum-dum-dum. Really, it doesn't sound bad at all. What do you think I ought to do with my voice?
Use a straight razor and continue shaving.
Is that so?
Why, Frank, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, panning Jack's voice.
Thanks, Mary.
Jack can shave as good as you can.
Well, we're certainly wasting a lot of time here. What have you got there, Mary?
Fan mail.
Only one? No increase over last week?
No, but we're holding our own.
Let's have it. A special delivery. It's from Lake Pochempony, Sullivan County, New York. It says, Messrs. Wilson, Parker, Livingston, Besters Tire on the Market. Dear Jack, have been listening to all your programs since last Friday.
We thought your play, The House of Rawchild, was very comical. We liked it because our name is Roth and we have a child. In fact, we have 8 other childs, making 9 childs in the House of Roth. 4 work for my husband Roth, and the other 5 work in child. So no matter how you serve it, the house belongs to Rothschild. If it isn't asking too much, this week we would like to have you give us another play and call it The House of Benny. Signed, yours truly, as ever and likewise, Mr. and Mrs. Roth and the 9 childs. Mary, can you imagine a request for The House of Benny?
Well, you live in a house, don't you, Jack?
Yes, but what's interesting about that?
Go ahead and do it. You don't have to tell them about the sheriff and the mortgage.
That isn't it, but I mean, who cares about my home? Say, Don, what do you think we ought to play tonight?
I kind of like that idea, The House of Benny.
But nothing happened there, Don. Now, you take the life of Napoleon. That was interesting. Or Shakespeare or Rothschild. They accomplished something. But what does anyone care about my house?
Some people like to go slumming.
Oh, yeah? I see. Well, let me tell you something. I lived in one of the finest houses in Waukegan. And if they want to hear about the House of Benny, they're going to get it. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to offer that great American play, The House of Benny, in Waukegan, Illinois, the town where Lincoln was born.
What Lincoln?
Tom Lincoln. He's a friend of mine in the grocery business. Huh?
Oh, I thought you meant Abe.
You're thinking of Abe Lyman, the orchestra leader. Anyway, our play, The House of Benny, will go on immediately after the next number. Slumming, eh? Say, property man.
What?
Put up a beautiful home on this stage. Get some Louis XIV furniture, a dozen Michelangelo paintings, 6 or 7 Hope diamonds, and a garden like you've never seen before. Slumming, eh? Play, Don. Slumming. That was a medley from Rain or Shine, played by Don Bester and his Waukegan. And now for that great play of American life in Illinois, The House of Benny. I, strangely enough, will play the part of Jack Benny, and Don Wilson will play the part of my father. The opening scene is the interior of the Benny home, where a baby is born, which is me. Curtain, music, Don. Wait a minute. It's the House of Benny, not Rubinoff.
This is awful. The suspense is killing me. What are you so nervous about, Hiram Benny? I'm about to become a father. Who wouldn't be nervous?
I guess that's me, folks.
Oh, there it is. I am a father. Hooray! Congratulations, Hiram.
Hooray for Hiram.
Hooray! Oh, thanks, fellas. Thanks. I hope it's a boy.
Congratulations, Hiram Benny. Here's your baby.
Tell me, nurse, what is this, a boy or a girl?
It certainly is.
They'll find out.
What is it, nurse?
It's a boy, and it weighs 12 pounds.
Looks like I'll have to go on a diet right away.
Thank heavens, I now have an heir.
A what?
Are you here again? An heir. What's on your head?
A can of ashes. I'm the janitor.
Just look at the little darling. Coochie, coochie, coochie. Coochie, coochie, coochie.
Coochie, coochie yourself. Who is this lady holding me?
Why, that's your nurse.
Nurse to you too, Papa.
This is the happiest day of my life. Come on, boys, come on. Have a cigar. Take a handful. I'll take one.
Me too.
What about me? It's my party.
I wonder what we ought to name the baby. I think you ought to call him Don.
I don't like Don. There are too many Dons on this program.
That's right. What can we call him?
I wouldn't call him at all. Just leave him there. Aw, the poor kid wants a name. How about calling him Jack?
Yeah.
That's it. He likes the name of Jack.
Well, why not christen him?
All right. I now christen you Jack Benny.
He didn't have to break a bottle over his head.
And this is the start of the rise of the House of Benny. We now take you to the same house 8 years later, where Jack is already showing signs of talent.
Stop that noise, son. Stop that noise. It's your birthday today. How old are you now?
8 years old to you and 5 to the streetcar conductor.
See, folks, I'm cracking wise already.
Stop that noise. Stop that noise. We'll have no violin players in the house of Benny. Throw away that violin. There's no money in it, and besides, you'll never be a Chrysler.
All right, so I'll be a Pontiac.
Chrysler, Pontiac, as long as it's got General Tires.
My son, music isn't a career for you. I want you to be a doctor or a lawyer.
No, Pop. If I can't be a musician, I want to be a master of ceremonies and make people laugh. Hello again, this is Jack Benny talking, and tonight we're going to give you a blah, 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 blah.
Attaboy. See the talent coming out, folks?
What do you mean, the master of ceremonies?
I want to tell jokes like this, Father. How many hairs on a monkey's face? The next time you shave, count them. You get a Pop? Am I hot tonight?
Of course, I was only 8 years old then, folks. I'll get better as I grow older.
Yeah, now it's as good now as you ever was.
Stop arguing with yourself, my boy. Anyway, I don't want to hear any more about jokes. You take up a profession like your father's.
What is your profession, Dad?
Me? Well, I am retired.
Oh, a bum, eh?
What's that? What's
I
that?
didn't say anything.
Yes, you did. I heard you.
Oh, that was years later.
Come in.
Hello, Mr. Benny. Hello, Jackie.
Well. It's your little friend Mary Livingston from the East. She came here with her mother.
Hello, Mary.
Hello, Frankie.
That's Mary Livingston in the gay 90s. She looks like Shirley around the temple.
That's what I mean, Dad. See how funny I'm going to be when I grow up?
Well, I guess I'll have to leave you two kids alone to play.
About time you got out of here.
Oh, yeah? Take that, you little brat, and that, and that.
Ow! Say, I didn't say anything. That was my future.
He was a good old father. Never laid a hand on me. Always used his cane.
Don't cry, Jackie. You'll be a big man someday, and the house of Benny will never hold you.
I'm not going to stay here. I want to be a radio comedian, Mary. I'm going to go to Chicago and get a job on the air.
Gee, that's great, Jackie. Can Mother and I go with you?
Well, I only got 8 cents.
I think you better leave Mother here, Jackie.
8 cents? Then what are we waiting for? Let's go.
But, Mary, what can you do on the radio?
Labor Day. Oh, Labor Day. You come for once a year.
That's fine. Let's go. Goodbye, Jack.
Goodbye, Jackie. Success to us. Gee, I was a cute kid. And then started the cavalcade. Away we went to Chicago, London, Paris, Vienna, Budapest, New York, New Haven, Hartford. And then came the war. Bloodshed, struggle, boom, 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 boom. What are we fighting for? Then came Prohibition. Then came May West.
Well, smoke sometime.
Then came the World's Fair in Chicago. Peanuts, popcorn, Cracker Jack, lemonade. Then came the Johnstown Flood, the burning of Rome and the fall of Carnera. Then came pictures. Crawford, Gable, Wheeler, Woolsey, Groucho, Alcho, Chico, and Zeppo. And what are we fighting for? Then came Noel Cower with a better cavalcade than we have. Then came the crash of 1923. More margin.
More margin. I'll tell the world I love you, margin.
Then came May West.
Oh, Jack, I'm tired. Want slip sometime.
And then came the transatlantic merry-go-round with Jack Benny. And then came the dawn.
Now 1934, and we take you again to the house of Benny in Waukegan, Illinois.
Florence,
Yes, Father.
I suppose you remember that little tramp brother of yours that left here before the war?
Yes, Father. I wonder whatever happened to him.
Oh, I suppose he's in jail someplace. That boy was born a tramp, and I couldn't do a thing with him.
But, Father, he was my brother and your son.
Yes, that's right. Well, I tried to make a man out of him, but he preferred to be a tramp. Florence, tune in that radio and let's forget about him.
Okay, Dad.
Hello again. This is your master of ceremonies, Jack Benny speaking.
Jack Benny, tune that in louder.
And here is Mary Livingston.
Say, Mary, how many hairs on a monkey's face? This'll kill you, folks.
The next time you shave, count 'em. That's Brother Jack, all right. He told that joke 40 years ago. What do you think of your son now, Dad?
He's still a tramp.
Labor Day. Oh, Labor Day. You come but once a year.
Oh, tune out that junk. Tune it out. Now, listen, daughter. I've something to say to you.
Yes, Father. What is it?
If you ever do what your brother did, for Benny, use the General Tire. And as you will not only get more mileage, but you will find it is safer and blowout-proof. They can be purchased on convenient terms through your General Tire dealer.
That was my father and all, folks. He sells insurance. Play down. This is the last number of the 22nd program in the General Tire series, and we'll be with you again next Friday night. I hope you liked our play, The House of Benny, Cavalcade, and What Price Glory. Next week, we will give you East Lynne, The Cat, and the Fiddle. If you can think of anything else, we'll put that in, too. Come on, Mary, let's go.
Oh, Jack, I'm sorry, but I've already got a date tonight.
Oh, well, when am I going to see you again, Mary?
On Labor Day. Oh, Labor Day.
Good night, folks.
Another half hour of music and entertainment starring Jack Benny. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and here he is in person.
Thank you. Thank you, Don. I wasn't hurt a bit, folks. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this being the start of the school season for the children, we are going to dedicate tonight's program to the kids, the future presidents of this country. Of course, 10:30 p.m. is rather late to broadcast to the children. Only in the Pacific.
Jack, that's for the kids, too.
Oh, Don, say, when I was a kid 8 years old, I never got to bed until 7 p.m.
7 p.m.?
Yeah, I was always a sucker for those nightclubs, you know. Of course, we lived on a farm, you know, and most of the time I'd go to bed with the chickens and the roosters.
Well, didn't they mind?
No, about midnight, a rooster would look over at me and say, just another egg. You know, I think...
Well, anyway, Jack, I think it's a swell idea putting on a program for the school children.
I think so, Don. You know, it brings us back to the days when we were kids. You remember your school days, Don?
I sure do. Oh, I was a bright pupil, too, Jack. I was first in reading, writing, and sex appeal.
First in sex appeal?
Well, yes. And do you know who was in my class?
Who?
Clark Gable.
Well, you're not in his class now, Don. You know, I was pretty good in school myself. Really. I was first in mathematics, geography, and hooky. Don, when you went to school, did you ever play hooky?
No, just basketball and tennis.
Well, hooky isn't quite as strenuous, but I'm sure you would have liked it. You know, you know, Don, I played hooky for 4 years and never saw the inside of the school.
Oh, don't kidding.
Yep. And when my father wanted me to go to West Point, but I hated to stay away from there, too, so I didn't go, you know, I think.
Well, and Jack, you were on the wrong path. Why, do you know that Abraham Lincoln thought nothing of walking 10 miles to school every morning?
Well, I don't think so much of it myself.
And not only that, but he used to spend hours reading books alongside of a dim oil lamp.
Well, I do that, too, but where can you get a lamp nowadays, you know?
Mary had a little lamp. It's pleased to...
Oh, hello. Hello, Mary.
Hello, Jack. What's on the bill of fare tonight?
Oh, I'm glad you got here early. We're doing a kiddie program tonight. Huh?
Gee, why didn't you tell me? I would have had my hair curled.
You look all right. You know, Mary, we were just talking about the days when we were kids, you know, school and everything. You remember your school days?
Do I? I was some kid, too. The teacher gave me some of the best marks in our class.
I don't believe it.
Well, they're all healed up now.
Oh, I thought so. What public school did you go to, Mary?
Vassar.
Vassar? That's a college. You don't go there until you graduate public school. You see, public school prepares you for Vassar.
I know, Jack, but I was so dumb I had to go to Vassar to prepare myself for public school.
I see. Well, what did you take up at Vassar?
I started to learn medicine. I wanted to be a doctor.
Oh, that's marvelous, Mary. Why did you quit?
How would I look with a silk hat and a beard?
You're right. After all, I don't blame you.
So then I took up telephone surgery.
Telephone surgery? What's that?
I learned to operate on a switchboard.
Get out of here. Get out. Scat.
Well, here I am. What of it?
Hello, Stooge.
Oh, say, Jack, by the way, I saw a preview of that picture you made, Transatlantic Merry-Go-Round.
Oh, did you? How is it, Bert?
Oh, it's swell.
I mean, how am I in it?
Well, Jack, after all, Rome wasn't built in a day.
I should never have asked that. Wilson, this is Bert Wheeler. Bert, this is Don Wilson, our announcer.
Hello, Don.
Wheeler, did you say?
Yes, Bert Wheeler of Wheeler and Woolsey.
I don't care where he's from. Every Wheeler should have the General Tire because it has the non-skid corkscrew grip and it's blowout-proof.
Does he mean me, Jack?
No, the tire.
Oh, I see. Play, Don.
Boy, attaboy, that was Don Bester and his boys playing Don's own composition, Contented. And now for the children's entertainment. Those of you who listened last week will remember we had a school day program. But after the first day, we fired all of the pupils and hired new ones for this week. We thought our school act was all right, but here's a criticism we received from a professor at Catherine Cornell University. He says, listen to Jack Benny's aerial school days, and although he had lots of pupils, he had no class. The plot was prosaic. What's prosaic, Mary?
A town in New Jersey.
Oh, that's right. Prosaic, New Jersey. That's near Patterson, isn't it? Well, anyway, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot of new pupils, and we will start our school act immediately. Janitor, open that schoolhouse. Ring that bell. Lift that barge. Hope that bale. Play, Don.
To that tune of a hickory stick.
Frankie and Johnny were sweethearts.
I hate to see that evening sun go down.
St. Louis woman with your diamond ring. When we were a couple of years. Children, be seated. I will now call the roll. Frankie Parker, Jr.
Here I am, teacher. I am right here.
Don Bester, Jr. A little hoarse this morning, Don. Walter Winchell, Jr.
You can quote me as saying without fear of contradiction that I'm here.
That's something I never knew till now. Mary Livingston.
Oh, I'm here. I never missed a program yet.
Where?
Right here with Bert Wheeler. Dorothy Lee didn't show up.
Do you want to play school, Bert?
Yeah, Jack, anything to kill the evening.
All right. Bert Wheeler, Jr.
Absent.
We're not serving anything. Eddie Cantor, Jr.
I'm right here, teacher, but my daughter's in Hollywood making a picture.
Freddie Allen, Jr.
Funny thing happened to me, teacher, on my way to school this morning. I'll tell you about it. It seems a woman got on the bus.
Never mind. Are you here? Or not?
No.
That's all I wanted to know. Don Wilson, Jr.
General Tire.
He's here. Rudy Valley, Jr.
Hi-ho, everybody. Little Rudy is here again.
Harpo Marks, Jr. What's that, huh? Stoopnagel and Bud, Jr.
I'm here, teacher. Are you there, Bud?
I'm here. We're short of actors.
Oh. Well, I guess everybody's here. Before we begin our lessons for the day, we will have our usual morning exercises. Stand up, children. Now, throw out your chest. Heads up. Hands on hips. Now, pull out your bottles and put them on teacher's desk until after school. That's it. Exercise is over. Now, for the first lesson today, we will take up radio. Turn to page 3, broadcasting. Frankie Parker, Jr., do you know your radio song?
Yes, teacher.
Let's have it.
Casino, Jack.
What time, Bert?
At 11:30.
Okay. And looks the whole world in the face, for he owes not any man. Week in, week out, from morn till night, you can hear his bellows blow.
Good night, teacher.
Good night, Don.
I won't be here tomorrow.
Who's keeping you home, your father and mother?
No, McLaren and Ross.
You can hear him swing his heavy sled with measured beat and flow, like a sexton ringing the village bell when the evening sun is low.
Good night, teacher.
Good night, Johnny Wood. Thanks very much for doing this imitation.
Oh, you're welcome.
A bunch of the boys were whooping it up under a spreading chestnut tree when in walked a girl whose name was Lou, even as you and me. Little Bo Peep, she lost some sleep and didn't know where to find her. And Mary had a little lamb, and there it was behind her. The little boy Blue, come blow your
This is the National Broadcasting Company.
The General Tire and Rubber Company, world's largest manufacturers of low-pressure tires, presents a half hour of music and entertainment, starring Eddie. That educator of children, that power of wisdom, Jack Benny.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, say something, Mr. Benny.
Jimmy McLarnon sat in the corner, eating a welterweight pie. He put in his thumb, pulled out the decision, and said, "What a good boy am I."
Oh, did you see that fight, Jack?
Did I? Why, Don, I was right there at the ringside. Did I see that fight?
Well, Jack, I was at the ringside, and I looked all around, but I didn't see you.
What row were you in, Don?
I was in row A.
Well, I was right behind you, row X.
Row X? Row X? How in the world did a man in your position come to get in row X?
Politics, Don. You know, there's nothing like knowing people, you know.
Yes, but row X is way back, isn't it?
Oh, no, Don. It's A, B, C, D, E, X. 6 rows. That isn't bad, is it?
Well, I had a wonderful seat, Jack. Row A.
Right next to the ring, eh, Don?
No, not exactly. You see, there were 10 rows of press seats. Then came 6 rows of Republicans,
I see.
6 rows of Democrats, and 5 rows of people who couldn't find their seats in the rear.
And then came row A.
Yes, exactly.
You must have got your face full of rosin, eh, Don? But then I've seen worse row A's than that. Well, I remember Boyle's 30 Acres in Jersey City where Carpentier and Dempsey fought.
I remember that.
Well, I had row C for that fight. What a place that was. The fight was held in Jersey City. See, row A was in Elizabeth, row B was in Trenton, and I had row C in Philadelphia.
Philadelphia? Why, that's where Dempsey and Tunney fought.
That's right. I sat down in row C and waited for the Dempsey-Tunney fight. I killed that gag myself, didn't I?
Well, Jack, what did you think of the McLarnon and Ross fight?
Very good, Don, but nothing like back in 1903 when Perry McGovern fought young Corbett. There was a fight.
Do you call that a fight? Why, I remember back in 1892 when Jim Corbett knocked out Sullivan.
Corbett knocked out Sullivan?
Yes, Jack, he certainly did.
You don't know what you're talking about. Corbett knocked out Sullivan. Mary?
Yes, Jack?
Get Sullivan on the phone.
Okay. Hello, operator. Get me the Daily News. I want to speak to Ed Sullivan.
We'll find out.
Yes. Here's an in, Jack. How about Mr. Solomon?
No, Mary. We're talking about fighters. Did you see the Ross and McLarnon fight the other night?
Who, Jack?
Ross McLarnon.
See, the last name is familiar.
Mary, listen. On last Monday night, it didn't happen to rain. So 2 fellas by the name of Jimmy McLarnon and Barney Ross got into a ring in Long Island and fought. Did you hear anything about it at all?
Oh, Jimmy and Barney. Sure, I was there, Jack.
Well, what did you think of the fight?
Very cute.
A cute fight, yes.
And you know, Jack, Jimmy kept flirting with me all during the fight. He kept waving at me.
He wasn't waving at you. He was missing Ross there, waving at you.
Oh, I wondered why Ross kept bowing to me.
Mary, he wasn't bowing. Look, he was ducking the punches.
Well, don't tell me Jimmy wasn't flirting. In the 7th round, he winked at me.
Winked at you? His left eye was closed by a punch.
Oh, yeah? He can't get away with that. I couldn't produce a promise.
Oh, sure. Mary, why did you even go to see that fight?
Because that's where everybody ran when it stopped raining.
Oh, well. Well, that makes sense,
Hello, Mary. Hiya, Jack.
Oh, hello, Frank. Well, Parker, were you there?
Was I? Oh, I never saw anything that close in my life. First it was one, then the other. What a contest.
Who do you really think won?
The rainbow. You know, those fellas sure know how to sail a boat.
Where ignorance is bliss, it certainly gathers no moss.
Yeah, let's play, Don, before it's too late.
So, Jack, I saw the fight, and I thought it was swell.
Save it for the next fight. We're running overtime now.
Well, then, play, Don.
Yeah, that's the idea. That was Don Bester and his Row A syncopators playing You Ain't Been Living Right. And, Don, I want to say that was fine. I mean, what I like about you and your boys is you owe everything you've got.
Thanks, Jack.
And, you know, folks, Don is one of the best-dressed orchestra leaders on the air. Of course, he doesn't look so good on the street, but on the air, he's marvelous.
I wouldn't talk much if I were you, Jack. Look at that suit you're wearing.
Stooge, what's the matter with it? It's a brand new outfit. You know, just a little knockabout suit.
A knockabout suit?
Yes, he knocked about $8 off the price.
Yeah, you know, Don, the guy that really dresses on this program is Wilson. I mean, he always looks immaculate. Say,
Yes, why?
I notice you have a little too. I'd be a little careful if I were you, you know.
What men on this program? Not a gable and a...
Not a surprise for you this evening. As you remember, the last 2 weeks we put on school acts. But this week we have something entirely different. Something that...
Jack, here's a letter for you. I think it's for you.
Let's have it. This isn't for me, Mary.
Well, it was addressed to Don Wilson, but Frank Parker opened it by mistake, and he said he thinks it's for you.
Mary, it's for you, isn't it?
No, I read it by mistake, and it's for you.
Well, better let me read it by mistake. It's from the Board of Education in Pawtucket, Rawchild, Rhode Island. What's the name of that town, Mary?
What's the difference as long as you're healthy?
Oh, okay. It reads, Dear Jack Benny, or if opened by mistake, hello. We have a short-wave radio set on which we have no trouble getting Bulgaria, Algeria, Bavaria, and neuralgia. Last week, while trying to get malaria, we accidentally tuned in on your school day program, and it reminded us of the first 3 letters in the word loud and the last 3 letters in Jersey. Wait a minute, I don't quite get that. Let's see, the first 3 letters in the word loud and the last 3 in Jersey. Did you get it, Mary?
Sure, a lot of people wear loud jerseys.
I guess that's what they mean. I guess that's it. They also say, of course, this is only a small school, but some great scholars have come from our classes. The governor of Rhode Island came pretty near going to our school, and look where he is today. And we could mention hundreds of others who would like to match our pupils against yours anytime. Signed, Board from Education. P.S. Bah. Oh, yeah, that last crack got me. I didn't mind that letter so much, but they can't bear me. Wilson, throw out that scenery for our play. We've got to go back to school days and show these people from Rhode Island, with the help of Providence, that they can't bluff us. So on with the school act.
But, Jack, we have no pupils tonight.
Just ring the bell. They'll be here. Here come all the kiddies. Didn't I tell you? You'd be surprised how many Stooges are waiting for that bell. Play, Don.
You are my castle barefoot boy. You are my girl in calico. On my slate, I love you, Joe. Da, 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 when we were on Polo
Sit down, my children, before teacher gets nervous. Oh, good morning, Mary. How are you this morning?
I've got a headache, teacher.
What are you going to say? Got a teacher headache? That's it. I got a headache, teacher. That's from trying to think. You pupils will have to stop this practice. I will now call the roll. Don Bester, Jr.
Here, teacher.
Put out that cigar. Don Wilson, Jr.
Here.
Away with that racing form. Ben Burney, Jr.
Oh, yes, sir. I'm here with all the world.
Jimmy Durante, Jr.
Am I here? Am I here?
Use your handkerchief, Jimmy. Frank Crummet.
I couldn't crumb it today.
Who wrote that, huh? Percival E. Clare.
I'm here, teacher.
That name certainly fooled me. Singing Sam, Jr.
I am here.
All right. We know you. Bing Crosby, Jr. Bing Crosby, Jr. You little Crosbys are too young for school. Imagine 2 months old. You better wait another week. Yeah? will you stop crooning and go home? Maurice Chevalier, Jr.
I'm here, teacher. I've just finished. Man, the picture called The Merry Widow. So I have come back to school right here.
Kay Francis.
I'm right here with Maurice, teacher.
You're telling me. All I know is what I read in the papers. Bert Wheeler, Jr.
That was last week, teacher.
That's right. They graduate fast here. Fido, Jr. Fido, why weren't you in school last week? Oh, well, you must take care of yourself, yes. Well, I guess everybody's here now. Ah, there's a new pupil. I haven't seen your face before, young man. What's your name? My name is Mo. What Mo? Meeny, miny, Mo. Oh, that Mo. I see. Where do you live, Mo? Kansas City. Oh, you're a Kansas City Mo, I see. Precisely. Well, sit down. I don't want to hear any Mo from you. That was good. Now, children, we will start in with our usual morning exercises. Stand up. Throw out your chest. Now, throw back your shoulders. Now, look at you without chest or shoulders. Pick them up again. Now, children, bend down. Stretch out your arms. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. John Wilson, don't jump.
I'm not jumping, teacher.
His cancer badges.
Oh, pardon me. And now, children, we will start with our music lesson. Frankie Parker, Jr. will sing his song for today, The Very Thought of You.
Oh, can I sing too, teacher?
Yes, Don, but not as good as Parker. Children, quiet, children. That was Frankie Parker singing The Very Thought of You. Children, we will now start with our daily lesson. History first. Mary Livingston.
Yes, teacher.
Who was first in war, first in peace, and first in the hearts of his countrymen?
Washington.
Correct. And who was first in the American League?
Detroit, but it was Washington last year.
That's right. And who chopped down the cherry trees?
The Giants.
Right. They are first in the National League, yes. Frankie Parker, Jr.
Yes, teacher.
Frankie, who was the father of our country?
I don't know, but Eddie Cantor isn't doing bad.
No, Frankie. It was Washington.
Oh, he gets blamed for everything.
Miney Mo, stand up. Yes, teacher. How much is 11 and 9 divided by 2? Washington. You're wrong. Well, everybody else said Washington, and it was all right. Well, maybe I'm wrong. None of us are infallible. Fido, I'll get to you later. Don Bester, Jr.
Yes, teacher.
What are the 3 great products of the North?
The 3 great products of the North are automobiles, steel, and
the new General Tires with the corkscrew grip. Corkscrews, that's right. Now, Mo, you tell me, what are the 3 great products of the South? Yes, Fido, you can leave the room, yes. We will now take up arithmetic. Don Bester, Jr., what state is the city of Newark in?
New Jersey.
Now we're getting someplace. John Wilson, Jr., what state is Boise in?
I don't know.
That's right, Boise, Idaho. And what other large city is in Idaho?
Jersey.
Boise and Jersey, correct. And Mary Livingston?
Yes, teacher.
Name the largest city in the state of Washington.
The largest city in Washington is,
Now, come. Now, maybe I can help you. What do you do with your eyes?
See.
And what keeps the doctor away?
An apple.
Then what is the largest city in Washington?
Seattle.
Seattle, Washington. That's right. Very good. And now tell me, what state is Portland in?
Portland is in,
Oregon. That's it, Oregon. That's right, Portland, Oregon. Percival E. Clare.
Yes, teacher.
Never mind. Mary Livingston.
Yes, Coach.
Stand up and tell the class what happened in 1776.
What street?
I mean, what happened in the year 1776?
Oh, that's way before my time. Why don't you ask Frankie Parker?
All right, sit down. Frankie Parker, what happened in the year 1776?
What?
17. Where did the Boston Tea Party take place?
I don't know. I drink coffee.
Does anybody in this classroom drink tea? I drink beer, teacher. All right, then. Where did the Boston Beer Party take place? 255 Clemens Street. You get free lunch with it. Right. Mark down that number. We will now take up our spelling. Mary Livingston, spell chrysanthemum.
Spell it? I've got a cold and can't even smell it.
Then smell rose.
Oh.
Now, Don Bester, Jr., tell me, who was the vulgar boatman?
Oh, I don't know. None of them are perfect.
Neither are you. Frankie Parker, Jr.? Frankie Parker, Jr.?
Likewise.
Likewise. What is an optimist?
An optimist is a man who makes eyeglasses.
Eyeglasses, an optimist. And what is an optician?
When a man puts a deposit on something, he takes an option on it.
That's an option.
Well, yes, if you want to use slang.
Teacher, what is it, Mo?
I know what an optimist is.
What?
The British sailboat Endeavour.
Well, why is the Endeavor an optimist?
Because it's always chasing rainbow.
I get it. Chasing rainbow. And what is a rainbow, Mary?
Rainbow is a cloud with too much liquid.
That's good.
I thought you'd like it.
Mm-hmm. Morton Downey, Jr. Morton, you haven't been paying attention to our program. What's on your mind? Now, look what you did. You woke up Fido. I'll have to ask him questions. Fido, how much are 2 and 2? 4. Thank heaven we have one intelligent pupil in this class. Huh?
I knew the answer, but I can't bark.
Oh. Now, Fido, who do you think won the big fight last Monday night? I don't know, but it cost me $10. Now, Fido, one more question. When you go out hunting, what animals do you catch?
Rabbit.
That's it, rabbit. And what's the synonym for rabbit? Come now. What's another word for rabbit? It's hare.
What?
Oh, you two, hare. What's on your head?
Please, he's only a dog.
Say, Jack, that's my joke.
I know, but it's his, please. Get out of here, Fido. Get out. Go on. Out. Now, pupils, it's getting late, so I want to give you your homework for tomorrow. I want every one of you to know your lessons. Huh? There goes the bell. It's too late. School is over. Children, you can all go home now. Goodbye, teacher. Good night, children. Goodbye, Johnny Woods. Thanks again for doing those imitations.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, Mary, come back here a minute.
What is it, teacher?
It's a writing pad and pencil. I want you to put a little ad in the newspaper.
All right, what'll I say?
For sale, first-class schoolhouse, suitable for garage, Chinese laundry, or high-class tap room. Money no object. Must unload, as we are doing a play next week. Address J.B. Box 52, General Tire and Rubber Company, Akron, Ohio.
Anything else?
No. Good night, Mary.
So long, Toots.
That reminds me, how much is Toots and Toots?
4.
That's right. Play Toots. Or Don.
This is the National Broadcasting Company.
The General Tire and Rubber Company, world's largest manufacturer of low-pressure tires, presents another hour of music and entertaining Jack Benny. And now, for the last time on this General Tire series, I present to you that star of stage, screen, radio, hotel lobbies, and street corners, Mr. Jack Benny.
That's a fine introduction, Don. Street corners. All I can say, ladies and gentlemen, is that the football season is now on, and I wish that I were a tackle and Don Wilson was coming my way with the ball.
Oh, you're kidding, Jack.
No, I'm not.
Well, you know that my old racket is football, and every year when the football season starts, my blood begins to tingle.
Yeah, Don, where'd you play football?
With the U of C.
You don't say.
Sure. Well, I remember in my third year in college, I made 23 touchdowns.
23.
Yes, and in my last year, I made 34 touchdowns. But not today, Jack.
No, Don, today you just make touches. In fact, on this program, they call you Touch Don. You know?
All right, Jack.
Like
All right, stick to the routine. Did you ever play football?
Well, I carried a few pigskins in my day.
I know you worked in a slaughterhouse, but did you ever play football?
Sure, I played football. Listen, I used to work right alongside a red grain.
Oh, the same team?
No, the same ice wagon. But no kidding, Don. I played a lot of football in my college days.
Well, I didn't know that you were a university man. What college did you attend, Jack?
The U of IC.
IC?
Yes, International Correspondence.
And you played football on a correspondence school team?
Sure, Don. I used to send in some great forward passes by mail. Well, I remember one day we needed a touchdown to win, and I sent it in by airmail.
Did that win the game?
No, I only put a 3-cent stamp on it, and it came back.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Frank Parker's my name, remember?
Oh, yes, surely.
And speaking of football, you know I played on the U of L?
Oh, good old Leavenworth, huh? What year, Parker? What year?
24, 25, 26, 27.
All right. I mean, what the... What brought you to that college?
Penmanship.
Forgery. That's a great study. Tell us something about your football.
Well, one day I grabbed the ball and ran 600 yards for a touchdown.
Gee, must have been a big field.
Oh, yes. I ran right through the woods, and the whole team came after me. But they couldn't get the ball away.
Why not?
It was chained to my ankle.
Oh, I see. Well, Frank, you should have gone to Princeton. That never would have happened, you know.
Say, Jack, I haven't said anything yet.
I know, Mary, but we're speaking of football. After all, that's out of your line.
It is. You don't think I went to Vassar to learn crocheting, do you?
Well, all right, Mary. Tell us about your football experiences.
Well, one day we were playing Bryn Mawr.
You mean that girls' college near Philadelphia?
Yes, and what a game. More than 70,000 people didn't show up.
Oh, what a game. What was the score, Mary?
It was the last quarter. Vassar had 14 and Bryn had more.
Oh.
And that's only the first joke.
Bryn Mawr, I get it, yes.
Then Miss Sarah Maloney, their halfbackers, threw the ball to their quarterbackers, but I intercepted the ball.
What does intercepted mean?
What's the difference as long as you're healthy?
Oh.
So I started to run for good old Vassar and went for a touchdown. 20 yards, 30 yards, 40 yards, 50 yards.
Yes?
And what yards? All with gardens.
Mary, wait a minute. This is a half-hour program.
That's what I'm worried about.
Oh.
Well, anyway, I kept running. Nobody could stop me, and I finally crossed the goal.
And you scored a touchdown?
No, I looked around, and to my surprise, I didn't have the ball.
Not to my surprise, though. Mary, how could you forget the ball?
Well, I did the running. I can't think of everything.
Listen, I'll bet if you played polo, you'd forget the horse.
Yes, if it was water polo.
Oh, I was just going to say play down, but I thought maybe you'd have something to say about football.
Well, I never played exactly, but I was coach.
Coach? On what team?
General Tires.
Coach on General Tire?
Me, I was chassis on the same team.
Well, then here we are together. What are we waiting for?
Rickety-rack, rickety-rack, honka-kazoo, kazoo, kazak, General Tire, rah, rah, rah.
Dear old Vassar, sis boom bop.
Play down, and I don't mean football. That was Don Besser and his Connecticut quarterback playing Valencia. And now tonight, folks,
Oh, Jack.
we are going... Yes, Mary?
Do you mind if I get off early tonight?
Why? Where are you going?
Do you remember Bert Wheeler, the movie star who came up here 2 weeks ago?
Yes?
Well, I have a date with him tonight. We're going to a dance.
Are you sure you have a date with Wheeler?
Certainly, I made it myself.
Well, what's your hurry? I mean, where's Wheeler?
Sitting right out there waiting for me.
Where?
In the third row. The fellow yawning.
Oh, he must be thinking of some other program, I guess. Hello, Bert.
Hiya, Jack.
Come on up here a minute.
Oh, no, not tonight.
Oh, come on, fellas. Drag him up, will you, for heaven's sake?
Oh, I don't want it. Let me alone now, will you?
What's the matter with you, Bert? Don't be bashful.
Not tonight, Jack. You see, I'm waiting for Mary.
Well, what are you afraid of? I mean, faith, I'm not going to hurt you.
Yeah, you're not going to do me any good either.
Oh.
Now, look, Jack, this is my first night off, and I prefer to be incognito.
What's incognito, Jack?
Well, Mary, incognito is when a fella doesn't want to be known and hires 4 publicity men to advertise it, you know.
Yeah, there you go, starting in again. I'll see you later, Mary.
No, come here, Bert. Look, I'm only kidding. Look, Mary, incognito is, well, when I travel to Europe, I travel incognito.
Incognito must mean steerage.
That's good, yeah. See, you're right at home, Bert. See, you got your laugh. Come on, just say a word to the folks, you know.
I can't, Jack. You see, my business is pictures. And my contract with RKO doesn't permit me to broadcast.
But how will they know it? Look, I'll call you John Smith.
Now, look, Jack, here's my contract. Section 4, Clause 3, it says, party of the first part while making pictures must not broadcast, be seen in a limousine with Garbo, or be called John Smith.
Oh, well, you know, Bert, that's funny. I have some peculiar clauses in my radio contract. Now, look here, Section 5, it says, Jack Benny, while broadcasting, must not drink, smoke, or eat garlic. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, well, if my nose isn't kidding, you broke that last clause.
That's so. It's a fine crack, that is.
Well, I'll see you later, Jack.
Oh, look, come here, Bert. Don't run away. Listen, Bert, I meant to ask you something the other night. You know, you make all your pictures with Woolsey, don't you? Wheeler and Woolsey?
Yeah.
Are you two fellas married?
No. No, we're just partners.
I mean, nobody understands me. Bert, I mean, in all the pictures you two fellas make, it's all comedy. I never see you play any love scenes.
Well, how would I look hugging Woolsey?
I suppose Laurel and Hardy have the same trouble.
Well, yeah.
Well, so long, Jack. See you later.
Thanks, Bert, for coming up. Huh? Mary, you know what kills me? These big movie stars like Wheeler. I mean, what's Bert Wheeler got that I haven't got?
Well, he's got a nice set of teeth.
All right, I can get a set just like it from my dentist.
I know, Jack, but he has sex appeal, too.
Get that from your dentist, Jack.
Play, Don.
He put that line in himself. And now Frank Parker, our juvenile tenor, will sing The Moon Was Yellow.
Say, Jack, what is it that you got that I haven't got?
I don't know what.
The $5 you borrowed.
Get that from your dentist. Sing, Frank. Frank Parker singing The Moon Was Yellow. Oh, Don, take the microphone, will you? I'm going to be busy for a little while. Well, Don, you know this is our last program in this series, and I'm giving a little blowout tonight.
Oh, wait a minute. No blowouts on the General Tire program.
All right, then, banquet. What's the
Who's
difference?
coming over, Jack?
Everybody, Don. In fact, the who's who to help me. Mary, you help, too. And Parker, you be the waiter, will you? I wonder if that chef got here yet. Huh?
I am here, Mr. Benny.
Well, I'm glad you got here. Now, listen, Chef, we're having a big party up here tonight. I sent out 20 patients, so I expect about 185 guests.
Oui, monsieur.
Mm-hmm. If he's a Frenchman, then my name is Equipoise. Now, look, I want a nice dinner. Let's have hors d'oeuvres, consommé de la julienne, filet à casserole, pomme de terre à gratin, nuts à la Brazilian, and a demi-good tassie. See?
What that means in English?
Oh, a ham sandwich and a cup of coffee.
Oui, monsieur.
Now, just a minute. I expect some classy people here. Where did you work as a chef before?
Sloppy Joe's and the greasy vest.
I was worried. Well, I was worried. Well, get busy. Bester, you'll have your orchestra stand by for a little dance music, won't you?
Oui, oui, monsieur.
Monsieur. And Parker, maybe you'll entertain us with a song or two.
Oui, miser.
That would be an insult, folks, but he's speaking French, you know. Looks like our guests are arriving. Here come 6 crazy limousines. Mary, you go to the door and greet them, will you? I'll get things ready. Huh?
Why doesn't Parker go to the door?
He's got to watch the silverware. Oh, Bester, okay, you empty your bottle in the punch bowl. See, I'll pay it back tomorrow. You know?
I haven't got a corkscrew.
Use the General Tire. That has the corkscrew grip.
Ah, they're here. Open the door, Mary, will you? Don, liven up the place a little bit. You know, a little excitement.
Good evening, folks. Step right in.
Good evening.
How do you do? Where's your invitation, please?
Right here.
Check your coats and hats. I've got to make a living, too.
No rackets, Mary. No rackets, you know.
Come right in, folks. Invitations, please.
Here you are.
Who are they, Mary?
I don't know.
Well, what does it say on the invitation?
Simpson's Pawn Shop. Overcoat, $8.
Oh, the Simpsons. The Simpsons, of course. I used to play hockey with them. Hockey watchy? Make yourselves at home, folks. Answer the bell, Mary. They're coming in fast.
Right this way. Is this the General Tire banquet? Yes. Invitations, please. Here you are.
Who are they, Mary?
Mr. and Mrs. J. Non-Skiddington Moore with a silent safety tread.
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Tread, of course. Come right in.
When do we eat? That's what I'm worried about.
Ah, here comes someone else, huh?
Well, how do you do, stranger? What's going on here?
What can I do for you, sir?
I found an invitation for a banquet. Is this the right place?
This is the Jack Benny General Tire banquet.
Say, it looks like a very fancy evening. I think I'll stay.
Come right in. Huh?
Well, hello, Jack. You remember me?
Well, your face is familiar.
Schlepperman is the name.
Oh, Schlepperman. Sure. I met you on a train coming down from Poughkeepsie.
Likewise.
Well. Tell me, Mr. Schlepperman, how's your wife?
Don't spoil my evening, please.
I see. Well, how did you get away?
Oh, that was easy. I told my wife I was going to play poker with the boys.
Oh, poker, eh?
Yeah. Listen, Mr. Benny, will you do me a favor?
What?
Lend me $10 so I can tell my wife that I won.
Borrow 10 from her, tell her the cards were marked. Mary, see who that is, will you?
Come right in.
Who is it, Mary?
Mr. John Smith.
Oh, Bert Wheeler. Well, come right in, Bert.
I can't, Jack. You see, my contract rates...
Never mind with that contract, will you? Come here, Bert. I want you to meet Mr. Schlepperman. Mr. Schlepperman, Mr. Wheeler.
What's he got that I ain't got?
Hey, wait a minute. That's Bert Wheeler. That's Bert Wheeler, the movie star.
Oh, Oh, well, I'm pleased to meet you, Mr. Villa. Have you got a cigar?
So you're thinking of Woolsey.
Woolsey, Smallsy, I'll take a cigarette.
Likewise.
Oh, you too, eh? Hey, well, let's get started. It's getting late. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you all to sit down and enjoy yourselves. We're going to eat soon. Mary, put the knives and forks on the table.
I did.
Gone already. Well, folks, you'll have to eat with your fingers. I don't want to search you. Garçon.
Hey, Parker, the boss wants you.
Yeah, bring in the soup.
I got it right here, boss.
Oh, the idea of spilling a bowl of soup on my dress.
Don't worry, madam. We have plenty of soup. You'll get you another bowl.
Oh, but how about my dress? Look at that stain. You had that when you came in.
Hey, just a minute, waiter. Waiter, there's a hair in my soup.
Oh, what?
You again, hair. What's on my head?
Nothing. It's in your soup.
You're wrong. Just a crack of the plate. It's a good trick, huh? Say, Don, how about having the boys play a hot number while we're eating, huh?
Okay, Jack.
All right, folks, on with the soup. Oh, Mrs. Fred. Mrs. Fred, would you mind passing that salt shaker?
Salt shaker? That's my engagement ring.
Pardon me. Play, Don, play. Driving up the party. That was La Curaracha. Is that? Yeah, I nearly choked over that. Played by Don Besser and his orchestra. Hey, waiter, please, take away these soup plates. How about the steak?
We have no steak.
This is embarrassing. What's in the kitchen?
Just an axe.
Well, then bring us some chops. Well, folks, so long as the meat isn't ready, we'll have our after-dinner speeches before dinner.
We should have gone to Child.
And I think first we ought to have a toast by Don Wilson. Come on, Don.
Thank you, Jack. Here's to the good old automobile buyer. Here's to the man that uses the General Tire. Here's to the silent safety tread.
He's been raving like that for 26 weeks, but he's right. Now, our first speaker this evening will be that eminent orchestra leader of the General Tire program. See, 26 weeks, I said prior, isn't that right? Of the General Tire program, Mr. Don Besser. Don, have you a word for us?
No, but the squirrels have.
That was awfully good. And now we will hear from that charming little personality, the Shirley Temple of the air, but a bit older, Miss Mary Livingston. Come on, Mary.
Guests of honor, ladies and gentlemen, waiters, kibitzers, and Jack Benny. I didn't expect to be called upon tonight, so I came prepared. I have been associated for the past 26 weeks with Jack Benny on the General Tire program. I have stuck with him through thick and thin. He got thick and I got thin. It has been a very pleasant 26 weeks. And Jack, all I can say is, Labor Day, oh, Labor Day, you come but...
Mary fell off the chair, folks, but the play must go on. Huh?
I didn't think they'd strike a lady.
Now, how about a word from Bert Wheeler?
Come on, Bert, come on. Ladies and gentlemen, my contract does permit me...
contract.
...to say that I have known Jack Benny for a good many years, and circumstances haven't changed them.
Thank you, Bert.
15 years ago, Jack and I played one-night stands together all around this country. And the papers come out and said we were both a couple of bums. Here it is 15 years later, and Jack hasn't changed a bit.
Thank you, Bert. That eulogy brought tears to my eyes. And after this program, I'll bring a few to yours.
It's a date, Jack.
Yeah. And now just a word from Frank Parker. What have you got to say, Frank?
Yippee!
That's enough. And now we will hear from that great citizen and honored leader of his community, Mr. J. DeWitt Schlepperman.
Well, my jolly people, guests of honor, ladies and gentlemen, and so forth. Unaccustomed as I am to public eating, I would like to make a special speech in honor of the tip-top chairman, Mr. Jack Benny.
Here.
40 years ago, I came here from the Kentucky mountains. I was a hillbilly. But they called me Sam. Am I boring you?
Yes, but go ahead.
And this occasion reminds me of Abraham Lincoln's famous Ginsburg address.
That's Gettysburg.
Thank you.
Ginsburg.
Thank you. And as Shakespeare once said it, all the world's a stage, but thank heaven Jack Benny is on the radio. And furthermore, what has he got that I ain't got?
I've got this.
The same thing happened to me.
Oh, Jack, here's the telegram. Thanks, Don. Oh, it's from the telegram. Bill O'Neill, president of the General Tire and Rubber Company. Well, Jack Benny, care of NBC Studios, New York. Gee, you read it, Wilson, will you? You know, it's embarrassing. I mean,
all right, Jack. It says, Jack Benny, care of NBC Studios, New York. Except for your interference on these programs, Don Wilson could have told our audience much more about our new corkscrew tire.
I see.
You insist that the show's the thing, and on that score, I want to compliment you and the cast on 26 weeks of fine entertainment.
Well, that's fair.
Until we resume these programs next March, you will be broadcasting for General Foods. The only connection between General Foods and General Tires is that we eat their products and they wear ours. You have to live to be able to eat. So the more people we put on General Tires, the more customers we keep for General Foods. Signed, W. O'Neill, President, General Tire and Rubber Company.
Well, all I can say is, on behalf of the entire cast, I want to thank you, Mr. O'Neill, the General Tire and Rubber Company, the National Broadcasting Company, and our listening audience for a most pleasant season on the air. And I'm glad to know that we will be with you again. Thank you very, very much. Play, Don. Well, folks, good night, and we'll be with you again on Sunday night, October 14th. I hope you'll all be listening in. Thank you.
This is the National Broadcasting Company. WEAF, New York.